in for that play at all. It sounded like they just told him, hey, just score. And because if Brown was thinking about that, he would have handled that a little differently, where it seemed like he was running, was like, oh, shoot, wait, I have to stop. And he stopped at 1 yard line, got awkwardly tackled. I'm not blaming him for getting hurt. My point is that it did not seem like there was a plan in place for the situation. And Zach Taylor routinely has those problems where, and again, a lot of coaches do. They're not a lot of are perfect. Same thing that goes back to like Pat Narduzzi with Pitt the other day. We're like, just no plan whatsoever for the end of the game.
Yeah.
And it really, I think it's one of the reasons why the Bengals are where they're at right now, when they had that one magical year. They're not close to that again, even though defensively, offensively, they're really, really good. But, the Bengals are interesting because if they pay T. Higgins, they're going to have Jamar Chase paid, T. Higgins paid, Joe Burrow paid. It's a lot of money for 3 players. Not a lot of championships are won with 2 wide receivers making top dollar.
I'll tell you, though, Crack, if Chase Brown doesn't get hurt, your under cash is no sweat at all.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing. If he just, even after getting hurt, if he just can stand up, right, can just stand up, they run the time off the clock and kick a field goal with like 15 seconds to go. You remember back in the day, this happened with the Rams when Marshall Faulk was still playing. And I think it was like Oz Hakeem or one of his teammates got dinged up, and it was a similar situation. He went over there, Marshall Faulk, and picked him up. He knew the situation. He's like, if you can just stand here, we're going to win this game and run the time off the clock. And if Chase Brown could have done that once that became the scenario, they would have kicked the last-second field goal and won easily.
Yeah. Just think about this. How about this? Because there was 3s and a couple 3.5s, which Mr. Schwartz had as one of the 3.5s. Just think about the billions. That's right, with a B. Billions of dollars in swing there on the under-over, on the total, like I said, on the, by the way, on the second half line also, and on the full game line. Billions of dollars at stake there. And unfortunately, Jeff and I both, me with the under and Jeff with the Denver Broncos plus 3.5, both came on the wrong side of that. That was... I don't complain about bad beats. I don't really do. Just so happens I was sitting in a sports book with these people with Denver Broncos jerseys behind me. It was crazy. I was just like, I got to get out of here. Even for the bet, like it wasn't, it's nowhere near a giant bet for me, but it was a good sized bet. And it was just like, wow. That's tough to watch, these type of things. And, you could see why people go off, though. You could see why the human element, as I use that word again, you could see why the internal skills. It takes a lot with a full-fledged casino in back of you. Blackjack, craps, slot machines, video poker. It takes a lot of internal skills not to go out there and start chasing. So I understand what people go through when they're in these type of environments. And I feel for you guys. You just have to know that there's another game and another spot around the corner.
Yeah. And there's another update around the corner.
All right.
Maybe tell yourself that as well. Isaac Lowenkron, our main man, ILO, with the latest. What is going on, ILO? ILO? Is he around?
Well, fellas, the latest comes from the NBA, where ESPN reported a short time ago that the Los Angeles Lakers have agreed on a trade sending D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and 3 second-round draft picks to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. In the NFL, coming up at the top of the hour, the Buffalo Bills can clinch the 2 seed in the AFC with a win over the New York Jets. Bills safety Damar Hamlin inactive today because of a rib injury. Jets receiver Devontae Adams is active. He'd been questionable with a hip injury. Jets defensive tackle Quinnen Williams and cornerback Sauce Gardner are both active. Both of them had been questionable with hamstring injuries. Also coming up at the top of the hour, the Indianapolis Colts need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive as they take on the New York Giants. Giants receiver Malik Neighbors is active. He'd been questionable with a toe injury. Also at the top of the hour, the Philadelphia Eagles can clinch the NFC Championship with a win or a tie as they play host to the Dallas Cowboys. But all that NBA and NFL news, fellas, pales in comparison to the massive controversy brewing as we speak in the world of chess.
Yes, I saw an alert about this. Yeah.
World champion grandmaster Magnus Carlsen has been disqualified from the World Rapid and Blitz Chess Championships for wearing jeans, which was a violation of the International Chess Federation's dress code. Carlson told his side of the story to the wildly popular chess podcast, Take.
So I put on a shirt, a jacket, and honestly, I didn't even think about the jeans. So, and I even changed my shoes. I didn't even think about it. Honestly, I'm too old at this point to care too much. Like, it's fine by me. I'll, probably head off to somewhere where the weather is a bit nicer than here. And, that's it.
That's right, baby. Kudos to Magnus Carlsen for refusing to be the International Chess Federation's pawn. Back to you.
There you go. I love with the latest. It is Fox Sports Radio's Countdown to Kickoff, presented by BetMGM. Shortly after the show, our podcast will be going up. If you missed anything on today's show, be sure to check it out. Just search Fox Sports Radio wherever you get your podcasts. And be sure to also follow, rate, and review it. Again, just search Fox Sports Radio wherever you get your podcasts, and you'll see this show posted right after we get off the air. Some wild stuff that happens in chess. There was another chess player that tried to poison another one.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole we got some drama on the
bad
chess
boys
circuit.
of chess.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus.
Okay, how about Falcons at Washington? That's your Sunday night game. A decent debut for Michael Penix Jr. last week. Decent debut.
Yeah.
Had a misleading interception. It bounced off of Kyle Pitts and led to a pick there, but he threw for 202 yards. What do you think happens in his follow-up here? On the road against Washington, they have a leaky rush defense. I would think the Falcons lean on Bijan Robinson pretty heavily in that running game, but what do you expect from Penix Jr. in this spot?
I feel like I'm the public on this one on Washington in this game, guys. So Michael Penix is playing his first road game as a rookie in a tough spot. FedEx Field is pretty lively when the crowd is into it. Trust me, the crowd will be into it on Sunday. I think people look at the Washington win against Philly and think, well, they're -4 in turnovers. They played poorly. They won. Therefore, this week they're going to play poorly again, or because they got lucky last week, they're going to sort of take it easy this week. Like they're too. It's the NFL. It's not college football, guys. I think Washington's much better than Atlanta. I get a rookie quarterback on the road, a little bit of weather tonight, crack. Sign me up for Washington. I'm fine taking this favorite today. I got no problem with it.
Okay. Both these teams coming off maybe their biggest wins of the season. Atlanta has really control of their own destiny now. Can win a division with 2 wins after beating those lowly Giants last week. The rookie Penix, like you guys said, he looked great in his first start. This will be a much tougher matchup for him, like Jeff said, on the road. Washington coming off that big comeback win over the Eagles. Eagles had to go to Pickett because of Hurts was knocked out with the concussion. They can finally clinch their playoff spot with a win today, but they're going to need to run the ball a little bit better than they have these last few games. It's crazy to think that we have 2 rookie quarterbacks starting this game with major playoff implications. So it's actually a pretty good game for prime time. I'll be rooting for Washington in this one. I have some futures on Atlanta not to make the playoffs, but I also have the Eagles to win the division, but I guess the Eagles are going to control that hopefully. So, but anyway, that we'll see what happens there. But this actually is not a bad game for primetime. I like they moved it into that spot. Should be okay.
Yeah, not bad at all. I like the matchup. We've got some line movement here. A couple of things caught my eye. The hook is gone in the Giants game.
Yes.
Yeah, Colts now just favored by 7.
7.
And the total.
Good eye.
Thank you, Craig. We're down in the Dolphins-Browns game. We're down to a total of 32.5.
Wow. My God. My God.
It's like
That's unbelievable. By accident, that can go over.
Yes. It's like a Service Academy type total. In the NFL, 32.5, you never see that.
Never. I agree.
Wow.
That's the lowest of the season.
That's very low.
And maybe one of the lowest in the history of football. But, that's really low. You know, this game opened up 41. So just think about that move. So there's just no way. I don't care what the weather is. Just no way you could bet the under now. Let me see. BetMGM. Yeah, BetMGM 32.5. Oh God, it just I can't. But I'm not betting the over. I'm not rushing to bet the over. Is what I'm saying. What other moves? You see Green Bay moving a little bit? Is that what you see?
I
seen Green Bay
so.
now.
Did it?
A couple spots. Now I'm seeing some movement. I wouldn't be surprised if by game time that Green Bay is not the favorite in that game. Some of the key sports books have moved to Green Bay -1.
They've
Some of
been
the other
bouncing back
sports
and forth
books.
this week, though, too. So that it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of line movement. Hey, how about the Monday night game? We got the Lions at the Niners. I feel strongly about this one, too, Jeff. You mentioned what you're thinking. Man, this Lions offense is just so much to deal with.
They are.
And the Niners are not healthy. But the question becomes, and I think this is a legitimate question, do we start to see points galore here? Because the Lions defense is so banged up, and even though the 49ers don't have their full complement of playmakers, you can do a whole lot worse than Kittle, Debo. You know what I mean? Like, against a banged-up Lions defense, I could see the Niners putting some points on the board. What do you think? I think that's the true question, is how many points in this overall game?
I mean, I could see in the 50s, 60s, right? I mean, I think you could see a game. I mean, look, the Lions this year, guys, when they played bad teams, they have scored easily in the 30s in this game, right? So maybe mid-50s, 34-24 type of thing.
Yeah.
But I do think the Lions win and cover this game fairly easily, which is not, you don't ever want to say something like that, Crack. But I feel pretty good about the Lions' ability to win and cover this game. They've beaten all bad teams this year, typically by a lot of points, and the Niners are not very good.
You know, this was supposed to be when the scheduler made this was supposed to be a huge Monday night matchup, a rematch of last year's NFC Championship when the 49ers made that big comeback to send the Lions home, actually. 49ers have been the most disappointing team in the NFL. That's real simple this year. Yeah. Injuries, distractions, poor quarterback play from Purdy. Besides the revenge, the Lions are certainly motivated for this one as they can clinch with a win and a Vikings loss to Green Bay. But, I hate laying that hook. This game looks like one of those games. It opened up 3.5. It's still 3.5. It just looks like it just looks easy. It looks easier. I'm telling you right now, I know both of you guys said you like the Lions, right? It just looks easier than it is. I'll root for you guys. I'm not betting the San Fran, that's for sure. But I'm not betting the Lions either. It just looks like, I think the public tomorrow night will probably be all over Detroit. So if you're going to bet it, you probably should bet it now when it's 3.5. It may go to 4.
I totally hear you. On everything that you're saying right there. But you know what? The Niners, they sort of remind me of the Jets, right? Where you hear the old Bill Parcells quote is, "You are what your record says you are." Yep. The Jets record stinks. The Niners record stinks. And yet a lot of bettors are like, yeah, but look at their strengths. Look at what they do bring to the table. This could be the spot. And oftentimes it is not. It's like you have to look at the Niners for what they are. We had high expectations. They were just in the Super Bowl, but they are a 6-9 football team. That is what they are.
The Jets, again, I think this week are like another sharp team. Like, sharps are all over the Jets again. It's like, every week they're all over the Jets. It never comes home for them.
Right, yeah.
They've been all over them all season. That's probably the number one team in the NFL that the sharp guys have been on, and literally we're getting their heads handed to them. Jeff's right. They're betting the Jets every week. And I'll tell you, there's 10s everywhere on this game. Pretty solid. It was 9, went to 10. Under 47 was taken out earlier in the week, down to 44.5, now 44. But again, it's another situation where you guys know I can't lay double digits on anyone in the NFL.
Yeah, it's that's a tough one, right? Because 10 points in the NFL is a lot of points. But outside of last week, when the Bills only scored 24 against the Patriots,
down 14-0,
right?
Laying 14.
Was it 7 straight weeks, 30-plus points? Their offense. Ask yourself, with all those Jets injuries, are they going to be able to slow Buffalo down? If this is Buffalo's A game offensively, they're going to put up a lot of points.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. We've got Jeff Schwartz, 8-year NFL veteran, Bill Krackenberger from crackwins.com, sports handicapper. I'm Brian Noe. Coming up next, picks galore. We've got the Crack Challenge.
Oh, boy.
Got rapid fire picks. We got the play of the day. Jeff, you're still alive for a winning season. I am not. I cannot pick sides to save my life.
It was a
in the
rough
Crack
one last
Challenge.
weekend, but hopefully we can make it back today.
Yeah, let's do that. We're going to rally in Week 17. We got a bunch of picks for you coming up. It is Fox Sports Radio's Countdown to Kickoff, presented by BetMGM.
Hey, everyone. What up? We're on YouTube.
Oh, wait.
What? Just search Fox Sports Radio.
Starring John Hamm as Jason Smith.
Now, instead of just your ears, we're letting you see us.
Give him a little bit of a show.
There are all sorts of videos from your favorite shows and talent. Yeah. Fox Sports Radio on YouTube.
It's time for football at BetMGM. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, exclusive bets, and the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, when you huddle up with BetMGM at your fingertips, every pass, every catch, and every game matter more than ever. Football is back. Don't miss out on any of the hard-hitting action. Place your money line prop and parlay bets with BetMGM today.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., Mississippi, New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. For West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary by market and expire within 24 hours. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and...
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Cross Country. Cross Country is the sound of Americana blending country, rock, and America's greatest songwriters. Bob Dylan and Bonnie Raitt to Chris Stapleton and Zach Bryan. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Cross Country, and listen now. Free never sounded so good. The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 80s Rock Ride. 80s Rock Ride features Van Halen, Aerosmith, Billy Idol, Def Leppard, and more to jam out in the car.
I stay for a white wedding.
Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search 80s Rock Ride, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
iHeartRadio.
Excuse me, pardon?
Getting lost in a city you always wanted to visit.
Pardon, madame. Pardon? S'il vous plaît. Je cherche un restaurant. Merci.
Getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed.
This is so cool.
Get the latest info about COVID-19 vaccines at getvaccineanswers.org. It's up to you. Brought to you by iHeartRadio and the Ad Council.
All the good stuff. Yeah.
Camps keeps you
On top of pop culture.
The black comic mystery movie Clue may be in line for a remake. Hasbro has sold the film and TV rights to the iconic board game to Sony, giving them a chance to trade off the cult status the movie has gained in the years since its 1985 release. Tim Curry, Eileen Brennan, Madeline Kahn, Christopher Lloyd, Michael McKean, Martin Mull, and Leslie Ann Warren starred in the film, which underperformed during its theatrical run but found many new fans on cable, home video, and streaming. Previous remake or reboot attempts were made in 2011, in 2016 with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman on board to direct, and in 2020. It was adapted for the stage by the movie's writer and director, Jonathan Lynn, in 2017, with a national tour of the production ongoing through at least next May. The tour itinerary for the show is at clueliveonstage.com, while the original film is available for digital rental or purchase.
All right.
And that's what's poppin' on Camps on iHeartRadio.
I'm Gary Veter, and I have a new limited series podcast called Number One Dad. In the 90s, my dad and I ran a con for years where we snuck into the world's most prestigious arena, New York's Madison Square Garden.
Your dad is the type of person that likes an adventure and likes the possibility of opportunity.
As I got older, I learned this wasn't the only scheme my dad was pulling.
He wants me to act like my injury is even worse for a payout.
He actually represented me. He's posing as my attorney in a court.
There were moments where Manny would assume the role of undercover police officer.
My father's never-ending string of lies ultimately broke apart my family. And at 15 years old, I completely cut him out of my life. That was 24 years ago. But I just had a son of my own, and it brought back tons of memories of my childhood, along with tons of questions I wanted answered. How did my father become this scheming mastermind? Was he like this with everyone? And is it possible, after all these years, he's actually changed? I have no idea where he lives or what he's up to, but my goal with this podcast is to track him down and get to the truth about who my father, Manny Veter, really is. This is Number One Dad. Listen to Number One Dad.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
The things that we do for you on a daily.
Let's go, walk.
From the mornings.
It's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah. To the late
And
nights.
he's a host on BetQL. That's Denton Day. He's got a big Sunday night ahead of him, but he's going to help us try to win some money now. Denton, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining us.
Pat, I appreciate it, man. It's always fun. I'm going to do my best to help you and your listeners get rich.
All right, awesome. I would definitely want to ask you about Commanders and Falcons tonight in a couple of minutes. But, yes, we've got 8 games in the non-primetime hours today. In terms of totals, in terms of sides, I should say, we've got a couple of double-digit favorites. That's the Buccaneers at home against the Panthers. That's the Bills at home against the Jets. You got a couple of that are right around a touchdown. Eagles at home against the Cowboys, Colts against the Giants. And then we've got 2 meaningless football games, which God bless you if you're going to bet either of those. The crown jewel is later today, Packers-Vikings. So I'll let you steer this ship here. Any sides that you like today, any teasers that you don't like a side on or own? Where are you headed for these games today?
So there's 2 that you mentioned, and they're both bigger lines. I look at the Philadelphia and the Dallas game, and I say Philadelphia is in a really good spot. Dallas is not. They lose a game the way that they did last week, which I personally very much enjoyed, as you would assume. But the way they lost that game, this defense is a really good defense. And Dallas, at this point, they're just getting to the end of the season. I think this is a game where Philadelphia comes out there and they kind of punish Dallas for their transgressions, their own transgressions last week against Washington. So I really like Philadelphia laying the 7.5. But I'm really confused by this Tampa line, Pat, because I think Carolina, since re-injecting Bryce Young into the lineup, they've only lost by double digits twice. And, considering this team is not very good, that's surprising. I think he's done a really good job of keeping them in games. So that line being double digits, I'm kind of leaning Carolina. I see 9.5 in some books. You might be able to get it at 11 if you buy it down a little bit. But if you can find it at 10.5 or 11, I would definitely jump on Carolina to keep it at least within 10 points.
Yeah, it's 10 right now on BetMGM, and that's going to be one of my 3 spread picks today. So I am lockstep with you. I think just because there's no Chuba Hubbard, who granted has had a fantastic year and is such
But I will take the Vikings to win today at home against Green Bay. Who's next?
Raiders at Saints.
Man, it's another interesting game. You got a Raiders team that people knock them for winning. It's like, hey, you try to get one of these top picks. And a Saints team that has had their struggles as well. I got a gambler. I think the Saints will win. There aren't a lot of reasons for anyone to pick the Raiders, but I got to move up in the standings, so give me the Raiders to win. Yeah, I don't know why. The Raiders are the favorite in this game. Handle the AFC team as well. They'll have a shot if they get to a Super Bowl. The Vikings are going to win today, but the rest of your comment was nonsense. They're not winning Super Bowl. Why was it nonsense? Any person who thinks the Vikings as well, I got a gambler. I think the Saints will win. There aren't a lot of reasons for anyone to pick the Raiders. Brock Bowers is going to break that record. I switched it.
Jeez.
Fins up, baby.
I'm taking the Commanders minus 3.5.
Okay.
The Lions minus 3.5. So now I need one more to take. Jeez. Oh. Can I tease the
No.
the Browns?
No
the Browns
teasers
and
allowed.
Packers?
For the season, whoever wins more games wins it. So the Saints have one more win than your Panthers. So I'm hoping that
His 5th start of the season. Overall, he's thrown 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Is working on a career-high 66% completion percentage. And today will be the 210th career start for Joe Flacco, including the playoffs. Also, you heard Alec Pierce is back in the lineup today for the Colts after missing last week's game with a concussion. He's cleared the concussion protocol. He's able to give it a go today. Everything else on offense for the Colts is status quo in terms of injuries and availability. On defense, last week, the Colts stuffed the Titans, held them to just 65 yards rushing, which is the second fewest rushing yards allowed the Colts have allowed this season. So they're looking to build off of that. So let's hear how the Colts are going to line up today on the defensive side of the football.
The Colts defensive starting lineup.
Dio Dangbo, defensive line, Vanderbilt.
Grover Stewart, nose tackle, Auburn State.
DeForest Buckner, defensive tackle, University of Oregon.
Kwity Paye, defensive end, University of Michigan.
Zaire Franklin, linebacker, Syracuse.
EJ Speed, linebacker, the Charleston State University.
Sammy Womack III, cornerback, University of Toledo.
Kenny Moore II, cornerback, Valdosta State University.
Jalen Jones, cornerback, Texas A&M.
Julian Blackman, safety, Utah.
Nick Cross, safety, the DeMatha Catholic High School.
That's the Colts defense today. They're going to face Drew Lock at quarterback and also former Decatur Central High School standout and Purdue running back Tyrone Tracy on that Giants offense. And as you heard there, EJ Speed is back in the lineup today after missing last week's game with a knee. And Jalen Jones, who left the game early last Sunday against Tennessee with a throat injury, he's back in the lineup and did practice for the Colts all week long. Elsewhere for the Colts, in terms of injuries to note, cornerback Julius Brents, he is going to remain out with the knee. Actually, more detail there, remains on IR with his MCL injury dating back to his injury in week 1 of the regular season. Healthy scratches today for the Colts include defensive end Isaiah Land, guard Dalton Tucker, tight end Will Mallory, and defensive end Adetomiwa Adebare. For the Giants, they're going to be without linebacker Micah McFadden. He's out with a neck injury, so the former Hoosier won't be able to play today. Their starting center, John Michael Schmitz, is out with an ankle, so look for possibly Austin Schlotman to maybe get the start today. He was warming up at center with the first-team offense during warm-ups. He was just brought up off of IR. In fact, this is his first game of the season after he dealt with a fibula injury back in training camp. They're also going to be down cornerback Greg Stroman with a shoulder, and also in terms of activations for the Giants, they have activated from the practice squad Boogie Basham off of IR as Schlotman, like we talked about. Defensive lineman Armon Watts is up, and they also placed on injured reserve on Saturday safety Raheem Lane with a knee. Healthy scratches for the Giants, cornerback D. Williams, defensive tackle Corey Durden, and backup quarterback Tim Boyle. So that's a look at the injuries for both teams. And when we come back, it's time for football week 17. It's the Colts and Giants today at MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff is coming up next here on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Hey, Colts fans, score a big home win with a new Carrier home comfort system. Carrier offers a full lineup of efficient solutions for a range of heating and cooling needs and price points. Visit Carrier.com/Colts to start exploring the perfect system for your family. Carrier, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Turn to the experts.
Whether at home or on the road, in schools, offices, hotels, or airports, security and convenience matter. Dormakaba's innovative technologies provide safe, secure, and sustainable access solutions designed to seamlessly integrate into your daily routine. With over 160 years of commitment to our Colts community and beyond, Dormakaba is your trusted teammate for every place that matters.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close.
OMG!
Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at Verizon.com/access.
From the biggest of big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run,
James!
No, first base!
Go, go, go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street, you're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
A winning team works together for a shared goal. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is teaming up with the Colts to shine a light on outstanding small businesses. Indy is our hometown, and boosting local businesses is just one way we want to thank this great city. Go to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. Anthem and the Colts, helping Hoosier small businesses score points. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
And the Colts are going for it on 4th down. What play will they call?
Pass it.
Hey, Dad, do you know where my goggles are?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll help you find it right after this. Wait, why are you soaking wet?
Oh, I was just swimming in the basement.
You were... what? Okay. Water in your basement? Don't know what to do next? Tell your insurance agent you want to work with Hayes & Sons, the team the Colts call. Because at Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. Visit HayesandSons.com/Colts.
Take the game to the table with Ortega. Ortega's taco sauces are the MVP of any taco night, with flavor that never fumbles and a full lineup of products to ensure everyone can find something they love. Because America's #1 sport deserves America's #1 taco sauce. So tackle taco night with Ortega, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Look for Ortega taco sauce today in a supermarket near you.
Let's go, man! Hey, come together. Everyone, let's go. Do your job. Let's go! Crank up the juice now, let's go!
Keeps it off edge, inside the 20s, at the 15, 10-5, touchdown, I-N-D-Y!
Oh yeah, sir!
Backs to throw, here comes the late rush by the Colts, and they bury him back to the 35-yard line, and that's DeForest Buckner.
Hey, do it again!
This is Colts football. Live from the broadcast booth, here's Lara Overton, Rick Venturi, and the voice of the Colts, Matt Taylor.
Indianapolis Colts football is on the air. Welcome to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's week 17 of the NFL regular season, and today it's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. I'm Matt Taylor with Rick Venturi inside the radio booth. Lara Overton is our sideline reporter. Casey Valier is our game day host. Rob Brown, our statistician, and Scott Johnston is our studio producer, and Noah Champion is the on-site engineer. The Colts play their final road game of the season today, and they need a win to keep their playoff hopes alive going into next weekend's games, the regular season finale. And the Colts are looking to take out a Giants team today that's fallen on hard times. And Lara Overton, the Colts need to get off to a good start today. They need to keep the hammer down and finally close out a team in convincing fashion, which they failed to do in the last 2 games to varying degrees.
That is something that Kenny Moore told me this week. He said it's just more so about how we can manage the game better as players. He said it's a bit of a trap game when you put up big points early. We've got to do a better job of being complimentary. In terms of scoreboard watching, no such thing for the Indianapolis Colts. They were in team meetings during the later part of that Broncos-Bengals games, and DeForest Buckner said earlier in the week, out of sight, out of mind. We have to handle our own business. If we don't get in, that is on us. The message from head coach Shane Steichen all week has been continue to challenge. The only way you continue to challenge each other is to challenge yourself and bring out the best on Sunday. Of note, of course, yesterday, quarterback Anthony Richardson was ruled out of the game. However, he did make the trip to New Jersey. He is here, locked in on the sideline to support his team here at MetLife Stadium this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Lara. We're going to hear from her consistently throughout the afternoon. And the Giants have won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. So they're going to be kicking off right to left to the Colts. Graham Gano trots into the ball and drives it downfield. High end-over-end kick. taken by Anthony Gould about 3 yards deep into the end zone and takes a knee, and the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And that's the opening kickoff, brought to you by Hayes & Sons. Water, fire, or storm damage, call the one the Colts call at Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right. So the Colts will start 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line to begin the game. But let's quickly pause 10 seconds for ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
WQLQ and WQLQ HD1, Benton Harbor, South Bend. The Alternative. Live 99.9.
Colts on the move left to right. Indianapolis in the white. The Giants are in the home blue, and it's Joe Flacco to air it out on 1st down. Sends it left side in the far flat. That's a catch for Michael Pittman Jr., and he's pushed out of bounds over on the far sideline in front of the Giants bench around the 36-yard line for a gain of 6.
Yep, and this is what I think we're going to get from Joe. A lot more quick rhythm. They went after Banks over there really quick with Pierce on the quick out.
Joe Flacco has started 4 games, now number 5 with the start today. He's 1-3. He's appeared in 6 games overall this year. Again, 9 touchdowns, 5 picks, career high 66.5% completion percentage. Out of the pistol formation, he turns left side, gives to Jonathan Taylor. Outside the numbers, across the line of scrimmage. Not enough for a 1st down, but he does prance across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. So a short pickup there for Jonathan Taylor. That was 2nd and 4. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Colts on their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, very makeable here. Very workable 3rd down. 3rd and 3 right now. You got a really top slot in Jones, who are, on downs, who will be working on Phillips, their young nickel.
The Colts were 8 for 15 on 3rd down last week against the Titans. That was tied for the most conversions in a game this year for the Colts. 3rd and short on their own 37. Flacco out of the gun, ball in the left hash, backs to throw, plants, zips it upfield. That's a catch. Alec Pierce went up high to grab it and makes the catch into New York territory. Out of bounds this time in front of the Colts bench at the 43-yard line into plus territory.
Yep, Pierce is making his comeback real right now. That was a nice little corner route by him. Terrific throw behind the corner under the safety by Joe.
That's a gain of 26 yards when the Colts needed 3 for a 1st down, and they've got it into plus territory now. Check that was a gain of only 20, I beg your pardon, but Joe Flacco backs to throw. He's going to load up and rainbow one downfield, looking for Pierce in double coverage at the goal line. It's incomplete as Alec Pierce got all turned around on that deep shot. He was in bracket coverage by a pair of secondary members for the Giants. No harm, no foul. It's an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Colts with 13:03 to go in the 1st quarter.
And I think that's important, even though it was an incompletion, that we also stretch their defense right off the bat with Joe.
So the Colts regroup and get back to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 10. The big play in this drive so far is that 20-yard completion to Alec Pierce on 3rd down. 2nd down and 10 for the Colts. Flacco again to throw. Zips it left side. That's a catch. Then wheeling out of a tackle for the Colts on the far sideline. Up to the 30-yard line is Adonai Mitchell to the Giants' 30. That's a gain of 13 and another 1st down through the air for the Colts.
Yeah, again, really good quick rhythm. Again, where Joe is really exceptional is in that intermediate game.
Absolutely.
And that's not AR5's game, but that's Joe's game. And so, again, and particularly those corners are going to be naked all day. He can just keep peppering that, I think.
Joe Flacco ranks 3rd among active quarterbacks in passing yards behind only Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford. Gain of 13 there. Pistol look here. And Joe Flacco tried to get it to Jonathan Taylor, but the mesh point was widened, so Flacco had to just keep the ball and trails off tackle to the right side, got back to the line of scrimmage, and he is pounded there by the Giants. That play was all kinds of discombobulated as the tackle was to the linebacker Ty Summers, who's getting the start today for the injured Micah McFadden. But the Colts there are lucky to get a yard, 2nd and 9 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, they just haven't played together for a while, and you see a little mishap right there.
But I do like the fact, Rick, that the Colts are still using that pistol look.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That's where Jonathan shines.
Here, it's Flacco out of the gun. Taylor's his back to the left. Play action, back in the throw. It's Flacco off his back foot. Fires it downfield on the near sideline, and it is picked off. Intercepted by the Giants, and that's Dane Belton, the safety. As pressure was barreling down on Joe Flacco, he had to throw the ball off his back foot, lofted it down the field, and the Giants run underneath it with Belton with the interception, and he slides out of bounds to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He got inside pressure right now, and he reloaded the ball. And actually a great interception by Belson. I think he was basically just throwing it away, and Belson made a diving pick.
So the Colts had a promising drive working. Instead, it's a turnover. The pass intended down the field to Mo Alley Cox with a timeout on the field. 11 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Giants have a takeaway. They're going to start 1st and 10 on their own 4-yard line here in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
The game is underway, and with Caesars Sportsbook, live betting has never been easier. Bet every drive, snap, and game-changing moment as it unfolds right from the palm of your hand. And for a chance at even greater payouts, you can combine your wagers into live same-game parlays. And be sure to check out Fire Bets, which puts all the biggest moments from across the league into one easy-to-bet menu. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Caesars Sportsbook, a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Hey Colts fans, did your Indiana high school score big this season? Thanks to United Healthcare, we helped 5 Indiana high schools gear up with $5,000 for their athletic department to support both boys and girls sports, for equipment, uniforms, and more. Visit Colts.com/UHC to find out if your school won. And check back next season for your chance to win tickets to a Colts home game and $5,000 for your Indiana high school. Again, that's Colts.com/UHC.
As our Colts take the field, we're partnering with Chunky Sacks Hunger to take on hunger off the field. Join the Indianapolis Colts, Meyer, and Campbell's Chunky Soup as we sack food insecurity together. For every sack across the league during the regular NFL season, Campbell's Chunky will donate 1,000 meals to Feeding America. For more details, visit ChunkySacksHunger.com. Campbell's Chunky Soup, proud partner of your Indianapolis Colts.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the #1 hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Welcome back to Colts football in the opening drive of the game. The Colts had a promising possession working, but Joe Flacco threw an interception inside the red zone. It was picked off by Dane Belton, his first interception of the season. Only the 4th pick this year by the Giants on defense. And they're going to start around the 5-yard line as they hand off to Tyrone Tracy, and he's wrapped up around the neck by Kwity Paye and brought down the line of scrimmage. Kwity coming off a sack last week against Tennessee, gets a big-time pop right there on first down.
Great start, man. He came racing off that edge.
So the Giants have the ball for the first time deep in their own territory. They're scoring only 14.3 points per game, 32nd in the NFL. They've been held to under 20 in 3 straight and 11 times on the season. In fact, they haven't won any of those games when they've been held to 20 or less. Tyrone Tracy again the ball carrier, and he's wrapped up behind the line this time by the Colts. Zaire Franklin came barreling in there to get the tackle for loss. Back to the 4-yard line now for the Giants. It's 3rd and 12 for the G-men.
Yep, and this is where Locke had 2 pick sixes last week. This is where you want to get after him.
And Drew Lock, the starting quarterback today, he has thrown 4 pick sixes on the season, including 2 last week against the Falcons. He goes out of the gun here. Wan'Dale Robinson, the wide receiver, in motion to the right side. And before this play can start, we have false start on the Giants.
False start. Offense number 64. 5-yard penalty till 3rd down.
The Giants average 6.5 penalties per game for over 50 yards. Last week they had 10. They had 10 flags for 85 yards in that loss against Atlanta. So now it's 3rd and 14, half the distance to the goal. Place the ball at the 2-yard line. And it's Drew Lock, the veteran now out of Missouri, out of the gun, has a running back to his right. That's Tyrone Tracy, the former Purdue star and Decatur Central high school star. Blocked the pass in his own end zone, checks it down, caught around the 5-yard line across the 10, and they come barreling up close to a first down to the 15-yard line, and that's Tracy out of the backfield, and he picks up 13 when they needed 15, and the Colts get a stop on third down, but not by a lot. And the crowd here at MetLife Stadium wants the Giants to go for it, but they're inside their own 15-yard line, and they're, I think wisely here, going to punt the ball away.
Yep, Tracy has 34 catches, so if you play real soft, he's going to get a lot of checkdowns today.
Jamie Gillian on to punt, sixth-year man out of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Last week he had 5 punts for an average of 42, but on the season he ranks 30th in average and 27th in net. Gets this one away. Underneath it, it's Anthony Gould with the sun in his face. Signals for a fair catch around the Colts sideline and plays it around the 36. And that takes us to a timeout downstairs. So 9 minutes and 28 seconds to go now in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Both teams have had a possession, and Indianapolis will take over around their own 35-yard line when we come back. Scoreless in New York. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's grape.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
When someone hears the words, "You have cancer," it's one of the darkest moments in their life. Light the Night brings light to the darkness of cancer by uniting survivors, patients, and supporters in the cause to end cancer. Friends, families, and coworkers form a community of hope, raising funds in support of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Together, we walk with lanterns held high to light the path to cures. Last year alone, the FDA approved 18 new drug therapies and treatments to treat blood cancers. The impact of LLS-supported research goes beyond blood cancer. The discoveries made in blood cancer research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. When we walk, cancer runs. Join the movement to end cancer today. Visit us at lightthenight.org.
This is Live 99.9.
Hey, Colts fans, team up with the Colts to say yes to organ donation the next time you're at the VMV, or sign up now at DonateLifeIndiana.org. Matt?
9 minutes and 28 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. It's Week 17. It's the Colts and the Giants. The Colts have just forced a punt on defense, and the offense takes the field again. They embark on their second drive on their own 37-yard line. Joe Flacco out of the pistol formation, turns right side, gives to Jonathan Taylor, and he's going to crack off a would-be tackler. Yards after contact, he's going to stretch it up to the 38-yard line. A lot of work and effort right there for a gain of only a yard for Jonathan Taylor. So Taylor coming into the game has handled at least 21 carries in 5 of the last 6 games. And during that stretch, Taylor has averaged 104.5 yards per game, Lair Overton, and they're looking to feed that beast with a plethora of carries again today.
And I talked to Quentin Nelson just about Jonathan Taylor's response coming out of the Denver game, and he said, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm a little surprised. Didn't know he would have the type of day he did last week at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Joe Flacco in trouble, and he finds an escape pass to the right and throws it upfield to, that's Alec Pierce. And Pierce with yards after the catch, and he's going to scramble back into Giant territory. He's going to be spilled down at the New York 43-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, the Giants have brought pressure both of those downs, and actually they had him bottled up. It was a really good feel by Joe starting to move and to feel Pierce down in here. Again, Pierce is on the game today.
Absolutely. 19 yards on the pickup there to Alec Pierce. He's got 2 catches for 39 already. 1st and 10 for the Colts in plus territory. Inside zone, and breaking out left is Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor's going to march down to the New York 35-yard line and pick up 8 on first down as we approach 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Scoreless here at MetLife Stadium, but the Colts are looking to break that scoreless tie with points on their second possession. 8-yard pickup there for Jonathan Taylor. Last week, 29 carries, 218 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The second highest rushing total of his 5-year career, the 3rd most rushing yards in a single game in team history. 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line. Colts on the move left to right. Flacco under center. Counter give right up the gut to Taylor. Taylor lowers his shoulders. He's pounding, chugging forward. He's got a first down. He'll be spilled down at the 31-yard line for a gain of 4, and that's going to move the sticks for the Colts for the 4th time here in this first quarter.
Yeah, and if you just keep pounding with Jonathan, as you and I both know, he gets better with reps, and he gets better as the game goes on.
Yeah, last week Taylor eclipsed 1,000 rushing yards on the season for the 3rd time in his career and joins Edgerrin James, Marshall Faulk, Eric Dickerson, and Lydell Mitchell as the only Colts players who can say that. 1st and 10, Colts to the 30-yard line. Flacco out of the gun, gives to Taylor, starts up the middle, cuts to his right, and follows the right hash marks up the field. He's inside the 30-yard line, tackled at the 28. Gain of only 2. Gain tackled there by a couple of Giants in on the stop. And it was led by Adoree Jackson, who makes the tackle first and foremost. Now it's going to take the game clock down to 6.5 minutes to play opening stanza. 2nd and 7 for the Colts, the 27-yard line of the Giants. Pistol look again for the Colts. Ball in the right hash. Trey Sermon in the game now as the running back behind Flacco. Moves Adai Mitchell in motion. They give it to him on a jet sweep left. Cuts outside. He's at the 20. Turns the corner. Out of bounds on the far sideline around the 18-yard line. A gain of 9 on a jet sweep left. Adonai Mitchell picks up a first down with his feet.
Yeah, and that's really important. When Flacco's the quarterback and you don't have the edge threat with Anthony, then the gadgets, the speeds, the quick screens outside actually replace that. That's excellent to see.
That's the 5th rush of the season for Adonai Mitchell. It's a big one. Produces a first down, gain of 9. And the Colts are inside the Coca-Cola red zone for the first time today. Flacco under center. Gives off left side to Jonathan Taylor. Cuts it out. Outside the numbers. Spilled down inside the 15. Rocked down to the turf at the 14. Gain of 4. And now the Colts are in the driver's seat here, and they're producing big chunks on 1st and 2nd down to stay on schedule. And Lara Overton, Jonathan Taylor heating up, and it's good to see Adonai Mitchell getting involved in the running game as well.
Well, it's so good to see Jonathan Taylor healthy that you almost forget the injury that he battled with the ankle early in the season, and he said that can actually be a benefit of this later bye week, is that if you can get there semi-fresh, it's really a good thing and a huge benefit to feel this strong this late in the game.
Flacco out of the gun, gives off to Taylor. Taylor going to be wrapped up for a short pickup. He'll be tracked down at the 11-yard line. Gain of 3. Coming up to make the tackle is Jason Pinnock, the safety. This is the 2nd drive of the game for the Colts. They turn it over on their first possession, throwing an interception around the 4-yard line. But the Colts are working on a good drive here on possession number 2. 3rd and 2 for the Colts. Ball at the 10 as we approach 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Scoreless here at MetLife Stadium as the Colts rush to the line of scrimmage. Flacco out of the gun, backs to throw, looks over the middle, scanning, rolls out to his left, and he's going to be sacked behind the line. He's going to take a sack and be brought down at the 14-yard line, and the Giants bring him down, and that is Raheem Nunez-Roches, the defensive lineman out of Southern Miss, who gets the sack, and it stops the drive for the Colts.
Yeah, you almost wish they just keep running the ball right there, even if you took 2 downs to get it. Good rush by them. It really started with good coverage. He wanted to throw quickly underneath. They had it basically stifled, and then Roches came off the inside.
Nunez-Roches with his 2nd sack of the season, so the Colts will settle for a field goal try here. It's a 32-yard effort coming up from Matt Gay. Ball on the left hash. There's the placement from Rigoberto Sanchez. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Colts draw first blood. They would have liked to have gotten a touchdown there, but they will settle for 3. And now we're down to 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Colts are out to the early lead over the Giants, 3-0 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. We'll tell you about the scoring drive in the the field goal from Matt Gay when we come back. Stay with us. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Corson Fire and Security is proud to be the official security provider and fire protection experts of the Indianapolis Colts. Since 1946, we've understood that we're not just protecting buildings, we're protecting the dreams that built them and the lives unfolding inside them. From our knowledgeable salespeople to our highly trained technicians, we're committed to providing the very best fire protection and security solutions to businesses throughout Indiana. Learn more at Corson.com.
Hi, I'm Dwight Freeney. Recently, I had the honor of meeting some incredible kids who are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant here in Indiana. I saw firsthand the importance of saying yes to organ donation. It's not just about saving lives. It's about giving others the chance to grow up, play, and dream big. Signing up as an organ donor is quick and easy. It takes less than a minute, but the difference you can make lasts a lifetime. Learn more at donatelifeindiana.org.
From the biggest of big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go, go, go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Colts football is brought to you by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield and teaming up with the Colts to shine a light on outstanding small businesses. You can go to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. The Colts on the board first. They lead 3-0, Matt.
Colts are on the board, as you said, Casey. They go 10 plays, 50 yards, 5 minutes and 43 seconds of time of possession. Matt Gay gets the Colts on the scoreboard with a crooked number on a 32-yard field goal. And on the drive, the Colts ran it 7 times for 34 yards. Jonathan Taylor had 25 of that total. They passed it twice and 1 kick. And it all adds up to a 3-0 lead over the Giants for the Colts. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Matt Gay will kick off from the 35-yard line left to right back to New York. And we are back to play here at MetLife Stadium. High end over end kick taken by the Giants. I believe that's Wan'Dale Robinson who takes a knee in the end zone. And the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Actually, that was Amir Smith-Marset. But nevertheless, a touchback for the Giants. The scoring drive for the Colts brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. So Rick Venturi offensively right there for the Colts. That was a really good answer and a good bounce back after the interception.
It really would. We're really dominating play. You feel like we should have more than 3 points, really. Both drives were effective. We just missed the third down there and had to get the field goal.
Drew Lock goes under center. The quarterback ball between the hash marks at the 30-yard line. Left side give. Tyrone Tracy right up to the hash marks right side, and he's going to be bullied down by E.J. Speed and Zaire Franklin across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. So, yeah, stats-wise, they're dominating time of possession. Over 9 minutes for the Colts, 2 minutes and 8 seconds of time of possession for the Giants. And the Colts are outgaining them so far, 91 yards to 14 for the Giants. 2nd and 7 for New York. Drew Lock in his 6th year out of Missouri. Goes out of the gun here as a running back to his right, ball in the right hash. Robinson in motion across the formation to the right side. Lock hands off to Tracy with the whole right side. There he goes down the far sideline, 50, 40 into Colts territory. At the 30-yard line, he's ran out of bounds by Julian Blackman. A huge run by Tyrone Tracy. He's a Hoosier native, and he showed some speed there. He's going to dance inside the Colts 30-yard line, be run out of bounds at the Indianapolis 27.
Yeah, we just lost leverage. Basically lost leverage at the hole with speed, and then lost it.
Number 75. 7-5 reports eligible. 7-5.
Well, Tyrone Tracy, his longest rush of the season was a 45-yard touchdown against Pittsburgh. That one goes 40 to the Indianapolis Colts 27-yard line. Colts lead 3-0, but that's in danger now. 1st and 10 for the Giants and plus territory for the first time. They hand off to Tracy, and he slips in the backfield. He was trying to navigate and find a hole. No hole emerged, and then the play broke down, and he's finished off in the backfield by Zaire Franklin on a tackle for loss.
Yeah, the one thing we can't do is let Tracy get going. Basically, the only way for them to keep in there on offense is to pound us with the running game. and keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Zaire's got 2 TFLs so far today. 2nd and 15 after the loss of 5. Back to the 32-yard line for the Giants. Locke goes out of the gun. Ball in the near hash. Tracy stays in as the back. Actually, that's Singletary. They give it to him right side on a draw. And he is spilled down and tackled again by Zaire Franklin and DeForest Buckner. Short pickup there for Singletary, who came over in free agency and signed a 3-year deal in the offseason. And he's going to plaster the ball up to the 31-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 14 for the Giants.
Yeah, and their backs don't do a very good job. If you want to bring pressure, you bring it on this team.
The Colts saw Singletary last year in a Texans uniform. 3rd and long for the Giants. Malik Neighbors across the formation to the right side. Locke goes out of the gun, throws right side quickly to Neighbors out in space, and he's going to dart inside the 20, slips on the tackle, 10, 5, touchdown. It's a 31-yard score for Malik Neighbors on a pass right down the line, right side on a wide receiver screen. Veered to his left, missed a couple of tackles, and the Giants score a touchdown on their second drive of the game, and they lead the Colts 6-3 with 1:05 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, this is amazing. You got 2 guys to stop today, Neighbors and Tracy, and you just take bad angles, poor tackling again, missed tackles. My goodness, that's a terrible drive.
Malik Neighbors, he's now right at 1,000 yards receiving with that catch. He needed 31, and that touchdown covers 31. That's his 5th touchdown of the season. And on for the extra point is Graham Gano, and the Giants lead the Colts 7-3 with 1:05 to play in the first quarter. Good answer by New York. They've got the lead for the first time. They go 5 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 40 seconds of time of possession. You had the 40-yard run by Tracy and a 31-yard touchdown catch by Malik Neighbors, and the Colts are down on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. 7-3 Colts ball when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now. Allegiant, the official airline of the Indianapolis Colts. Nonstop flights from Indianapolis to Jacksonville, Florida, one way for as low as $47. Must be purchased by 1/9/2025 for travel between 12/16/2024 and 5/12/2025. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
Colts fans, don't miss your chance to cheer on your team live with fan experience packages from Vivid Seats, the official fan experience partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Bundle game tickets with pregame field passes or join fellow Colts fans at the Vivid Seats party in Touchdown Town. Visit vividseats.com/Colts today to shop available packages. Plus, earn credit on every in-app purchase with Vivid Seats rewards. For every 10 tickets you buy, get the 11th free. Be part of the anticipation and action live all season long. Available now on vividseats.com/Colts or download the app today.
Ho ho! Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Colts fans, can you catch like a pro? Enter the Catch Like a Pro sweepstakes presented by Planet Fitness for a chance to catch like a pro at an upcoming Colts game for cash. Enter now at Colts.com/Planet Fitness. The Giants answer back with a touchdown. They lead 7-3, Matt.
Yeah, they go 5 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 40 seconds of time of possession. Drew Lock on a wide receiver screen, 31 yards to the rookie Malik Neighbors, the 6th overall pick out of LSU. Turns it into a big play and a touchdown. 2 of the 5 plays on that drive for the Giants were explosive. You had the 40-yard run by Tyrone Tracy, I should say, and then the Neighbors run for a touchdown. By the way, Neighbors now becomes just the 2nd Giants rookie ever with 1,000 receiving yards in their first season. He joins Odell Beckham Jr. in that regard. He did it back in 2014. Graham Gano kicks off right to left back to the Colts and drives it back out of the end zone. And that'll force the Colts into a touchback at the 30-yard line. 1:05 to play in the first quarter. It's the Giants 7, Colts 3 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. And Lara Overton, that was a really impressive play by Malik Neighbors, considering he's hobbled a bit with that bad toe injury.
I was watching him during warm-ups pregame, and he was making a concerted effort to land prominently on his left side and avoid aggravating that right toe injury that had him questionable coming in. But when I talked to Kenny Moore earlier this week about Malik Neighbors, he said he has the ability to make guys miss and get that yards after catch yardage. That's exactly what we saw on that drive.
Colts out of the pistol, toss it right side to Jonathan Taylor, and he's going to be walled off at the line of scrimmage, brought down by a host of Giants. And they were not fooled on that play. Good pursuit. Drew Phillips, the cornerback, the nickel out of Kentucky, makes the tackle on Taylor. No gain to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you don't want to let these guys get momentum now. They're a team that their will is almost broken, but they just got inspired on that drive.
Third drive of the game for the Colts as we approach 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Giants lead 7-3. Second down and long for the Colts. They've got the ball on their own 30 going left to right. And Joe Flacco sails it over the head right side of his intended target. That's the back out of the backfield. Jonathan Taylor, Dane Belton in coverage. He has the interception earlier on in this bowl game. 25 seconds to play after the incompletion. And now the Colts are in a bad spot here. Third and a long 9 on their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, and this is where the Giants legitimately can rush off the edge with Thibodeau and mostly over here Burns on the left side.
So far in the game, the Colts are 1 for 2 on third down. Third and the long 9 around the 30-yard line. Colts in the white, Giants in the blue. Flacco out of the gun. Trey Sermon into the game now as the back to the right. 3 receivers for the Colts split out wide left. 5-step drop. Flacco fires it over the middle. That's Kylan Granson with a first down. 45, 50 into Giants territory. Pushed out of bounds on the wide side of the field. Inside the 45. They'll drop the ball at the 42. Kylan Granson with a first down. Yards after the catch. An explosive play into the Giants half of the field.
Yeah, really good call by Shane Steichen here. He knew he was going to get man-to-man coverage on third down. He ran what we call a mesh route, which is a pick from left to right.
That is the end of the first quarter.
And Granson was wide open coming underneath there.
Absolutely. Gain of 27 yards for Kylan Granson. And for him, that's just his 11th catch of the season. But it's a big one. Sets up the Colts in plus territory, 1st and 10. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we head to the second. And the Colts trail the Giants 7-3 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. But they are threatening, and they're moving the ball 1st and 10 at the Giants' 42-yard line when we come back for more on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Hey Colts fans, did your Indiana high school score big this season? Thanks to United Healthcare, we helped 5 Indiana high schools gear up with $5,000 for their athletic department to support both boys and girls sports, for equipment, uniforms, and more. Visit Colts.com/UHC to find out if your school won. And check back next season for your chance to win tickets to a Colts home game and $5,000 for your Indiana high school. Again, that's Colts.com/UHC.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close.
OMG!
Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at Verizon.com/access.
At Ruoff Mortgage, we're here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We are your local lenders, and with a 98.4% customer satisfaction rating, helping home ownership dreams come true is what we do. Get started and learn more at Ruoff.com. That's Ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts
football is brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Find an agent or get a quote at infb.com. After a quarter, the Giants lead 7-3, but the Colts have the ball and are driving inside Giants territory. Matt?
Yeah, 1st and 10, right side give, Jonathan Taylor. Now the Colts going right to left, and he's going to be cracked down to the 40-yard line. And he's brought down by Summers, the backup inside linebacker. He also had help there from the Giants defense. And that is, I think that's Matthew Adams who's getting some run there. So we'll check in on his status. But nevertheless, a short pickup there for Jonathan Taylor. 2nd down and 8 for the Colts at the Giant 40-yard line. The Colts trail the G-Men 7-3. 14:25 to go here in the first half of play. And it's Joe Flacco throwing right flat. It's incomplete for Michael Pittman Jr., who had it. But then the ball was poked free from his possession. The Giants react as if it's a fumble recovery, but it's an incomplete pass. That's the ruling on the field around the 40-yard line. So now it's 3rd and 8 for the Colts with 14:23 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, we had the big conversion on the last 3rd down. Hopefully we can back that up. Jackson did a good job on Pittman, basically playing that out and stripping that ball.
3rd and long for Indianapolis. They trail 7-3 so far. The Colts are 2 out of 3 on 3rd down. They're going to move Jonathan Taylor wide motion left. Now he comes back into the backfield with Joe Flacco, and they give it to Taylor, and he's going to jump cut his way forward. Not enough for a first down. He's going to be brought down at the 36-yard line of New York. That's a gain of only 4. Deonte Banks makes the tackle, so now it's 4th and a long 3 for the Colts, and they're going to send on Matt Gay for another long field goal try here.
Yeah, we've been pretty effective on 3rd down, running it with Jonathan on this part of the field, but the Giants smell that, and they actually blitz those 2 inside linebackers. They were ready for it.
So here's a 54-yard field goal from Matt Gay. Last week missed from 55. Out of the hold of Rigoberto Sanchez. Snap. There's the placement. Kick is on its way. Headed for the uprights. Traveling through the air, and it is no good. Unfortunately for Matt Gay, he's made just 4 of his last 11 attempts from 50-plus yards dating back to last season, and 54-yard effort there comes up empty. So the Colts get into plus territory with the big play to Kylan Granson, but they get no points to show for it on the drive. 13 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the second quarter, and the Giants continue to lead the Colts 7-3 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. The Giants have it 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line when we come back.
Caesars Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Download the app right now and bet on your Colts or whoever else you please with features like Parlay Builder or Quick Picks. And with Firebets, live betting has never been more convenient. Every drive, kick, snap, and red zone moment from all across the league is now together in one place. And as always, you can play same-game parlays before or during the action. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Caesars Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards.
Ho, ho! Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
These days, it's more important than ever to have a partner who puts safety at the forefront, a partner who understands what you're up against, a partner you can count on to get you what you need when you need it. That's why United Rentals is here for you, combining safety, equipment, expertise, and data to help your team get the job done. United Rentals, we're here to help with the equipment and tools you need. For the store nearest you, visit UnitedRentals.com or call 1-800-UR-RENTS.
Hey, Colts fans, all season long, tack your hunger with the $5 Colts deal at your local Indianapolis Arby's location. That's just two sliders, a small curly fry, and a small drink for just $5. That's Arby's. We have the meats. Matt?
Well, a 54-yard field goal by Matt Gay comes up empty, and the Colts continue to trail the Giants 7-3 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 13 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the second quarter. The Giants will take over with good field position following the miss by the Colts on the field goal try. They begin at the 44-yard line, and the Giants scored a touchdown the last time they had it, a 31-yard run and catch by Malik Neighbors that puts him right at 1,000 yards receiving in his first year out of LSU. Drafted in the top 10. He's split out wide to the right side. Ball in the left hash for Drew Lock. He's going to hand off to Tyrone Tracy. He'll muscle the ball across the 45, then edge it up to the 47-yard line where he's brought down by Zaire Franklin and Grover Stewart for the Colts. Short pickup there. And Drew Lock, Rick, last week he got banged up a little bit. He sustained heel and left elbow injuries. Had an MRI this week. But he's good to go, and he's really on a one-year deal here in free agency.
He's really a good athlete, and that might show by the end of the game. He could really move. He has an 11-plus rushing average, which is all on scrambles.
He's out of the gun here, has the rookie Tracy out of Purdue to his left as the back. And here's a RPO. They fly it upfield to Neighbors in the plus territory. Hit at the Colts 40-yard line, still driving. He's inside the 35, and Jalen Jones finally brings him down at the 34 for a big play and a first down into the Colts territory.
Yep, as you speak, Locke fired that one in there to Neighbors. That's his game, more of a college-type quarterback, but he fired it to Neighbors on that RPO.
No doubt. So Neighbors now only needs one more catch to reach 100 for the season. He's got 2 grabs for 50 yards with a long of 31 that he turned into a touchdown. They got a fullback in the ball game now. It's Locke under center, bootlegging out to his left. Here comes the rush by the Colts. He throws downfield, and it's ruled incomplete. It was physically caught by Darius Slayton, the wide receiver out of Auburn, but he didn't get 2 feet in bounds over in front of the Giants bench inside the 20-yard line. So incomplete pass, 12-10 to go in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Giants on the Colts 34-yard line.
Yeah, you saw his movement getting out of there. He must have thrown 20 of those just on his own in pre-practice.
Singletary the back now to the right of Locke, who goes out of the gun. Ball on the left hash. Receiver split out wide to the left side is Slayton. They give it to Singletary, and he slips off of one tackle, spins away from the would-be stop by E.J. Speed, but he's brought down by Jalen Jones and Grover Stewart. Inside the 35, he'll be dropped to the 33. Short pickup there. And now it's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Giants in plus territory with 11:50 to go in the second quarter. They're right back on the ball. Locke, empty set, 5 wide, 3 bunch to the right side. Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers left. That's the boundary. Locke looking to his right. Rescanning. Throw open in the middle of the field. That's a first down. They're at the 10. They're at the 5, and they're going to score a touchdown with Darius Slayton. Huge play, 32 yards to Pater, and the Giants have scored touchdowns on their last 2 possessions with big plays in the passing game, and they lead by 2 scores over the Colts. It's 13-3.
Yeah, these 2 drives are just nightmares. I mean, basically Slayton gets wide open. The Colts are playing soft underneath them. They jump on the underneath guy. Slayton comes over the top, and he does a great balancing act to get in.
32 yards it covers. Slayton with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season. He now has 13 touchdown catches of 30-plus yards in his career. That is tied for the 3rd most in Giants history since the merger in 1970. And the Colts are doing what you can't do against a bad team, and that's let them hang in the game. The extra point is up and good by Graham Gano. And now it's the Giants 14, Colts 3, 11:32 to play in the second quarter, and the Colts are in a world of hurt now. They got to start digging themselves out of this hole. We'll have the ball when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Ho, 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 Elkhart! Jolly old Fred here from Grody Automotive. This holiday season, forget that old elf. If you want a gift of a nicer, newer car, do it yourself. Right now, bring me your old ride, and I'll give you up to $3,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value, based on the price of the car you pick. That's right, if your old ride is ho-ho horrible, bring it to me, and I'll give you way more than it's worth. See, at Grody Automotive, we're all about affordability. My solution specialists are jolly old elves. We work hard to help you find a car you love for a monthly payment you can afford. So be your own Santa and bring me your old ride. And I'll give you up to $3,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value based on the price of the car you pick. But hurry, Christmas only comes once a year, and so does this deal. I'm Frank Grody, and I am a dealer for the people. Come see me on the corner of Napa and E and Mishawaka Street. See all the cars at GrodyAutoElkhart.com. That's GrodyAutoElkhart.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Kelley Blue Book is a registered trademark of the Kelley Blue Book Company Incorporated, which is not affiliated with Grody Automotive. Offer absolutely ends December 31st, 2020.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's grape.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
I can't believe he found them.
He seems sorry.
We very clearly told him not to look up there.
I'm honestly impressed that he was able to do it.
Right? What, did he balance on that big chair?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he'll just know what his gifts are this year.
I really thought we had hidden them well.
If they can find their presents, they can find a gun.
911, what is your emergency?
Every day, 8 kids and teens are unintentionally killed or injured by loaded and unlocked guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and End Family Fire.
Live 99.9.
11 minutes and 32 seconds to play in the second quarter here at MetLife Stadium, and the Giants have jumped on the Colts. 14 unanswered points, touchdowns on their last 2 possessions. They lead Indianapolis 14-3. Graham Gano is going to kick off left to right, back to the Colts, who have a pair of return men around the goal line. Drives it high and deep, end over end. Taken by Anthony Gould. He'll take a knee, and the ball will come out to the 30-yard line on a touchback. The last scoring drive for the Giants, 5 plays, 56 yards, 2 minutes and 7 seconds of time. Drew Lock on a 32-yard pass over the middle to Darius Slayton. Rick, the Colts came into the game allowing 6 20-plus yard touchdowns in 15 games. They've allowed 2 today in the first, 17 minutes or so of this ball game.
They're averaging 10.5 a play.
Colts are down by 11, 14-3. Colts are on the move right to left. Pistol look. Joe Flacco fakes to Jonathan Taylor. Rolls to his right. Throws upfield. It is, I think, a catch. Yep, Alec Pierce thought he bobbled it, but indeed he does grab it short of the 40-yard line to the 38. Alec Pierce, Larry Overton, having a fine game so far.
And this rapport, the trust between Joe Flacco with Alec Pierce really goes back to early in October when those two connected so effectively against Jacksonville. You think about that performance from Alec Pierce. It was 3 receptions, over 130 yards with a touchdown. Flacco said in that game, I just kept thinking, we got to get this guy involved. So you know that's a priority of the offense for Joe Flacco with the trust he has in number 14.
Flacco goes out of the gun. Pierce has 3 catches for 47 yards. He's going to hand off here to Jonathan Taylor. He's got a first down, wiggling his way through traffic, and he's going to be brought down just short of the 45-yard line to the 44. But Jonathan Taylor picks up 6 and produces a first down.
Yeah, you got to keep moving the ball there, moving the ball, run the ball that way, and then that play action will be there.
Taylor has 40 yards on 11 attempts, just under 4 yards per carry with a long of 8. Last week, Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdowns, over 200 yards rushing. Colts on the move right to left. They trail 14-3 to the Giants. Flacco, play action. Sets up, sends a laser downfield, and it's dropped by Adonai Mitchell, who is wide open into plus territory around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, you'd like to see him go up and get that one. He got great separation on the corner with his great speed. He pushes him off, and it's a good enough throw. You got to come up with that one.
Yep. Had to jump in the air to bring it in, but should have caught it. And for Adonai Mitchell, he's caught just 42% of his targets on the season. That ranks last in the NFL among receivers with at least 40 targets. 2nd and 10 for the Colts on their own 44. Flacco to throw, deep drop, airs one out down the left sideline looking for Alec Pierce. He's got the ball. No, he dropped it, but a flag is down. Yeah. And this is going to be, I should think, pass interference on the Giants, and it's going to be on Deonte Banks. I thought Pierce was able to grab it, but he lost the ball as he hit the turf.
Pass interference. Defense number 3. Ball we place the spot on the foul. Automatic first down.
It's going to be on the 10, Matt.
So spot of the foul is going to make this a significant penalty on the Giants. Pierce beat his man Banks big time on that play, so they're going to spot the ball at the 12-yard line. And the Colts are now inside the Coca-Cola red zone for the second time today. Big play there to Pierce. It's not going to go down as a completion, but the penalty yards,
big play,
will allow that to be a big moment in this game. 1st and 10. It's a 44-yard penalty. So the Colts have it inside the red zone, trailing 14-3. Flacco backs the throw, looks left, and throws it. And not even looking back for the ball was Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield around the 10-yard line. And that was almost intercepted by Deontay Banks. And that pass just hit Jonathan Taylor in the right bicep area. And again, he never turned his head around to look back for the ball.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, he running a wheel route up the left side, which is a big play in the red zone, but he never looked once.
So now it's 2nd and 10. Great precision there on the pass by Joe Flacco to still hit Taylor in stride without him turning around. Flacco fakes to Taylor, backs the throw, good protection, screens it left side to Kylan Granson. A flag at the end of the play. Granson's going to be spilled down at the 11-yard line by Dane Belton. But this might be illegal man down the field for the Colts. Meanwhile, we do have a Giant player slow to get up off the turf. So an injury timeout for New York. And we still don't have word yet on what the penalty is in regard to. Bill Vinovich is our head referee. And right now he's more concerned about getting doctors and trainers on the field to take a look at the Giant player who's injured around the 14-yard line. 9 minutes and 49 seconds to play here in this second quarter. The Colts trail the Giants 14-3.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 79. Penalties decline. Result of the play, 3rd down. Timeout.
And there is a timeout on the field. The injury timeout brought to you by Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts since 1984. So the penalty is on the Colts. We're going to hash out the yardage and the upcoming down and distance when we come back. But 9 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's the Giants 14, Colts 3. We're back with more in a moment. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
And the Colts are going for it on 4th down. What play will they call?
Pass it.
Hey, Dad, do you know where my goggles are?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll help you find it right after this. Wait, why are you soaking wet?
Oh, I was just swimming in the basement.
You were... what? Oh, great. Water in your basement? Don't know what to do next? Tell your insurance agent you want to work with Hayes & Sons, the team the Colts call. Because at Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. Visit HayesandSons.com/Colts.
Traffic got you heated? Maybe you just need a Snickers ice cream. Snickers ice cream is made with 100% real peanut butter ice cream, smooth caramel, crunchy peanuts, and covered in a chocolatey shell.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close.
OMG!
Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at Verizon.com/access.
Welcome back to Colts football in MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Colts need to get some points here. They face 3rd and 9 after a penalty. Illegal man downfield blocking on a screen pass. That was on Bernard Ryman. That'll set them up back to the 11-yard line. Meanwhile, the player for the Giants who just had to get carted off the field, that's backup defensive tackle Armon Watts, who was just actually brought up off the practice squad, or I should say injured reserve. He missed the last 4 games with a shoulder injury, and Lara looked like he sustained a wicked lower leg injury on that play, too.
It did appear that the athletic trainers and medical staff were looking at that left leg. He actually had to be carried, lifted onto the medical cart before he was driven into the Giants' tunnel.
Meanwhile, here, the Colts are at the line of scrimmage, the 11-yard line of the Giants, 3rd and 9. Trey Sermon in is the back to the right of Flacco, who backs to throw, plants in the pocket, rolls out to his left. He's at the 15-yard line, giving ground, throws in the end zone, and just flies out of bounds, intended for Alec Pierce around the pylon. So 3rd and 9 for the Colts, comes up incomplete on the pass, and now they're going to send on Matt Gay for another field goal. This is going to be his 3rd field goal try of the afternoon. He missed on his last attempt from 54.
Yeah, but again, you said it earlier, they're clinging to the vine here by holding us to 3 right here. We need to get 7 and get right back in this thing.
So this is a 29-yard field goal for Matt Gay. Sanchez puts it down. Chip shot field goal is up, and it is good. The Colts are back on the scoreboard, albeit with just 3. But they close the gap on the Giants. It's now New York 14 and the Colts 6 with 9:26 to play in the second quarter. Matt Gay is now 24 for 24 on the season, under 50 yards in terms of converting field goals. So the scoring drive for the Colts, they go 7 plays, 59 yards, 2 minutes and 6 seconds of time of possession, and it results into a short field goal from Matt Gay. And that's the scoring drive for the Colts, that time brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. So Lara Overton, now the Colts defense is going to go back to work. And I tell you what, from up here, it looked like Zaire Franklin had some choice words for the rest of his teammates on that side of the ball.
It is what I would describe as an impassioned speech to the entire defense. Yeah, number 44 walked down to the entire side of this Colts defense, rallied them, huddled them together, essentially reiterating the message, let's play together. Julian Blackmon also had words in there, and then it was DeForest Buckner who broke them down. We'll see if this defense can get on the same page, because it is evident that there is some sort of disconnect among this Colts defense to this point, but certainly they have taken action on the sideline to address those miscues from early in this game.
And no doubt about that, as the Colts kick off right to left of the Giants, Amir Smith-Marset, the wide receiver out of Iowa, takes a knee. The ball will come out to the 30-yard line for the Giants with just over 9 minutes to go in the second quarter, leading the Colts 14-6. Let's pause quickly, 10 seconds for ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
WQLQ and WQLQ HD1, Benton Harbor, South Bend. The Alternative. Live 99.9.
So the Colts are on the board with a field goal. It's 14-6. By the way, 44 of the 59 yards on that drive for the Colts were on Giants penalties. It was the big one, the pass interference on Alec Pierce that set up the Colts inside the red zone. Drew Lock on first down, hands off to a running back, and he's going to be tackled around the waist by Nick Cross at the 34-yard line. Otherwise, that would have been a huge run by the Giants. That was Devin Singletary. And that produces 5 yards up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Dable had Singletary back in when he was an assistant at Buffalo. He knows, really good space player. You can get him out in space, he can make you miss.
Singletary started his career in Buffalo. Last year was in Houston. Saw the Colts for a pair of games. 2nd and 5 at the 35. Drew Lock, 6th-year quarterback out of Missouri. Hands off to Singletary. He's hit behind the line, but gets out of a shoestring tackle. Now he's going to barge his way across the 40. Still turning those legs. This is 3rd and 4th contact, and there he goes across the 45 to the 47-yard line. The Colts had him for a no gain to the 35, and instead it produces 13 yards, and that was all will over skill for Devin Singletary.
Yeah, that bordered on embarrassing right there. Colts have just lately have become such a poor tackling team.
Big play there near midfield now for the Giants. They lead 14-6 as we approach 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lock dips under center, unbalanced line to his right. Lone back in the backfield is Tracy. They give it to Tracy right up the gut, met by Nick Cross, but he falls into plus territory. But there is a flag at the end of the play, at the end of the run by Tracy. This might be holding on the Giants.
Holding. Defense number 96.
Never mind.
5-yard penalty for the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's on Taven Bryan. Rick, I don't know if there's a team in the NFL that gets flagged for more defensive holding penalties than the Colts.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to get these two guys out. This game is too tight. I'm just seeing Buckner going back in with Grover. We can't let this thing get away.
So that'll produce a first down to the Indian, make that, the Colts 41-yard line. Giants in plus territory. Locke goes under center. Again, the ball on the left hash. Tracy the back, out of the backfield. One wide receiver split out wide to the left. Backing to throw is Locke. Airs one downfield for Neighbors. Makes an adjustment on the ball inside the 10 and makes a grab on Kenny Moore around the 7-yard line. 34 yards through the air. Locke to Neighbors. And it's the fourth big explosive play today allowed to this Colts defense.
Yeah, and if you think you can undress that guy, you better look again. I mean, that guy is one of the brilliant receivers in this league, rookie or not. You're not going to play him one-on-one. You got to get help over there.
The Colts have allowed a 40-yard run and 3 completions over 30 so far. At the 7-yard line, it's first and goal now for the Giants. Locke under center, ball on the right hash. Daniel Bellinger, the tight end, in motion to the right side. Right side give. Tracy starts left, cuts to his right, and Pac-Man's his way down to the 4-yard line, but there is a flag at the end of the play. Grover Stewart makes the tackle, but the flag came in from the offensive backfield of New York.
Yeah, we need this. Get him out of this red zone.
Personal foul. Chop block. Offense for 82. Okay. 15-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Yes.
Chop block on the Giants, and it's going to go against Daniel Bellinger. So that'll back them up. It's still a goal-to-go situation. It's going to be first and goal at the 22-yard line. 6 minutes, 52 seconds to play second quarter. Giants 14, Colts 6. And this Colts defense has been on their heels all afternoon. Really, after that first possession, they've given up a lot of big plays. And here they have to limit the damage to only 3 potentially, or best case scenario, get a turnover. Locke goes out of the gun. Tracy, the rookie, to his left as the back. Ball on the right hash. Locke to Tracy right up the middle. And he's going to be smeared at the 20-yard line, brought down by a host of Colts. Dayo Adangbo and Zaire Franklin combined on that tackle. Zaire Franklin came into the game leading the NFL in tackles, looking to become the first Colts player to do that since Shaq Leonard in 2018. So that's a short pickup. Now it's going to be second and goal for the Giants at the Colts 20-yard line.
Yeah, definitely got to hold them to 3. Turnover even better.
Locke dips under center so far in the ball game. He's 5 out of 6 in the pass game for 129 yards. Ball on the right hash. Unbalanced line left. He fakes a handoff. Throws left side towards the end zone. Making an adjustment on that ball. And it's a ruled a catch right at the 1-yard line. Who else? It's Neighbors. Neighbors with a gain of 19 to the Colts 1-yard line.
This is suicidal the way we're playing him. Suicidal. We went in the game knowing that this guy was the one ambient guy on the field, and we've made no attempt to have a defense for him.
Neighbors has 4 catches, 103 yards, and he is killing the Colts. Now it's third and goal inside the 1.
Number 75. 75, reports eligible.
And I think the Colts might be challenging the play, and they're going to argue that Neighbors did not have control of the ball when he was pushed out of bounds inside the 1-yard line.
Indianapolis challenging the ruling on the field for completed pass at the sideline. Timeout.
So we're going to stay here during this challenge. Rick, have you seen a replay? I haven't seen one.
Here it is right here.
He makes the catch on Jalen Jones. He's going out of bounds. It was ruled a catch on the field. And from what I just saw, I don't think you can definitively overturn it.
I don't think so either.
Lara, and something you just point out, which is always important in these types of situations, the in-house production crew, they're not playing that replay. Well, now they are. They're playing the replay right now on the Jumbotron. From the field, Lara, what did you think in terms of the catch?
Well, the fact it took them so long to get to the replay, I did not think it was a catch. Now it's finally getting an opportunity to see it because it happened closer to the Giants sideline, to the Colts sideline. I do not think he had control of that ball when he came down with it, but we'll hear the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Indianapolis is charged for the first time out.
So the challenge comes up empty for the Colts. Shane Steichen is now 3 for 6 on challenges. He's now 0 for 2 this year. And so the 19-yard pickup to Neighbors will stand. He's now well over 100 catches and 1,000 receiving yards. And he becomes the 5th player all-time in NFL history with 100 catches and 1,000 receiving yards as a rookie. He joins Brock Bowers, who's already done that this year with the Raiders, fellow rookie. Puka Nacua did it last year. Jalen Waddle did it in 2021. And Anquan Bolden achieved that in 2003. So now, Rick, it is 3rd and goal inside the 1-yard line. The Giants lead the Colts 14-6. And if the Colts don't make a play here, they could be down big time as we are well past the halfway point of this second quarter.
Yeah, and if I'm Dable, I'm looking, I got 2 downs here. I mean, I got nothing to lose at this stage in the season.
Neighbors is destroying the Colts today on the outside. He's got 4 catches, 103 yards and a touchdown, a long of 34, plus is complemented by the 19-yard catch that he just posted to get the Giants inside the 1. Lair Overton, this is a big-time moment for the Colts defense, trying to keep those playoff hopes alive for Indianapolis.
And guys on the Colts defense who I talked to, they give Malik Neighbors a Stephon Diggs type comparison. Rick, interested to hear what you think of that, just in terms of how they watch film, seeing his body mechanics and how he runs. Kenny Moore told me he is a big play threat. You really can't put him in a box, and has the potential to be a great player in the league. Certainly a great player if you're watching the first half of this film.
No, absolutely. He's one of those guys they spit out at LSU. He's like Chase and Jefferson.
Block under center, 3rd and goal at the 1. High formation behind him. We got movement at the right side of the line. It's going to be a right guard false start.
False start. Offense number 63.
That's huge.
5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
That's Jake Kubis.
Huge.
And he looked back to Locke to get an audible, but he stood straight up in the process. So big time blow there for the Giants. And now it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 5 for New York. 6:02 to go, second quarter. Giants 14, Colts 6. The Giants break the huddle. They're going to move 2 receivers to the right, 2 go left. Ball to left hash. Tracy, the running back, right. Locke out of the gun. Now Bellinger in motion, the tight end to the left. Locke looking over this Colts defense. 4 down linemen. Creeps towards the center. Changes the play potentially. Takes the snap. Looks to his left. Dances in the pocket. Exits it to the right side. Throws wide open. Touchdown. New York with the score. That time it's Wan'Dale Robinson, the receiver out of Kentucky. And the Giants have scored 20 points in the first half. They only are averaging 14 on the season, and they lead the Colts by 14 at the moment with 5:55 to go in the second quarter. And
a great job by Locke. There wasn't anything there initially. He escapes, and we don't plaster Robinson. We don't plaster him. He makes that good quick move on Kenny to the outside, but it really set up by extending the play by Locke.
3 touchdowns for the Giants on their last 3 possessions. All of them passing touchdowns from Drew Lock. Gano is on for the extra point. It is up and it is through. Drew Lock only had 1 passing touchdown on the season in 3 previous starts. He's got 3 today. And the Colts defense is really, really hurting right now. They trail 21-6 to the Giants.
Matt, if you would have told me that they would have 220 yards total offense with 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the second quarter, I would have called you a heretic. I'm just aghast.
And it comes in a moment, it's the biggest game of the year, not only because it's the next game, but if the Colts don't win, they're eliminated from the playoffs. They know that they knew the deal coming into this game, and for the defense to seemingly have this little urgency about them, letting a backup quarterback in Drew Lock and Malik Neighbors, really the only ambient threat, as you like to say, torch him in the first half, is really disheartening.
Well, offense has moved the ball very well, but they've stalled when they get down into their orange and red area. So what we got to do here is take over on offense and drive it, but finish drives, get 7 points to get back in here.
Graham Gano will kick off left to right to the Colts. High, deep, end-over-end kick. And it will be played by the Colts in the end zone, and they'll take a knee with Anthony Gould. The ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Check in on scores elsewhere. There's only 9 games in the NFL today because you had the Thursday night game, you had a doubleheader on Christmas, plus you had a trio of games last night. So scores going on around the NFL now. Buffalo leads the Jets 7-0. Jacksonville's beating Tennessee 13-0. New Orleans over Las Vegas 7-6. And Philadelphia's beating Dallas 14-7. Those are scores around the NFL. Brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, your home team since 1932. On first down, play action. Joe Flacco checks it down to Jonathan Taylor across the 35. He's going to dart his way up to the 37-yard line and pick up 7. Good protection there on first down for Joe Flacco.
Yeah, real good protection. He wanted Pierce deep. Pierce was covered. Good poise and check it down. You can move it that way. We'll take 7 on a check down every time.
Colts trail 21-6. Colts led 3-0. But since then, the Giants have owned the game. They've scored touchdowns on their last 3 possessions. It is 2nd down and 3 for the Colts. Flacco to Taylor. Taylor pulling the pile forward to the 40-yard line. It's going to be close. He's right at the sticks for a first down, brought down by Elijah Chapman. It's going to depend on the spot. The nose of the football is just short of the 40-yard line, so not enough for a first down. So it's 3rd and inches for the Colts. Under 5 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Colts on the move right to left against the Giants on defense. Colts in the white, Giants in the blue. Colts are down by 15 points. They need a conversion here on 3rd and inches. Flacco under center, ball between the hash marks. Turns, gives off to Taylor, crashes forward, but gets a first down. Didn't get much, but didn't need much. He got a yard up to the 40.5-yard line, if you will, but it's enough to move the sticks forward, and the Colts drive continues, and Indianapolis has just posted their 9th first down.
Yep. This Giants team is inspired by their offense, and they're really flying around out there.
Colts are outgaining, I should say, the Giants outgaining the Colts now 221-152, although the Colts have about a 4-minute advantage in time of possession. 1st and 10, Colts on their own 41-yard line. They trail 21-6. Out of the pistol formation, it's Flacco. Play action. Looking to his left. Now he darts it over the middle. Alec Pierce with another big-time grab. That's a first down into Giants territory to the New York 46-yard line.
Yeah, there's no question that he has great synergy and confidence in Pierce. He's really looking for Pierce almost every down. And that time, nice route by Pierce. Deep hook pattern. He found the open spaces and he got it into him.
Yeah, picks up 13 yards. Pierce today, 4 catches for 60. He's also drawn that 44-yard penalty on a pass interference. 1st and 10 to the 46-yard line. Colts in plus territory. They set up the screen to Michael Pittman Jr. with a lane. 40. Cuts it out left side. 35 and then dragged down around the 33-yard line. Gain of 13 yards for Michael Pittman Jr. on the tunnel screen left. And that's another first down for the Colts in the passing game.
Yep, good job. Good quick screen. That's how you get the ball. Gadget and quick screen to the outside.
Colts are going quickly here. They found some tempo. Under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Colts trail 21-6. Flacco out of the gun. 3-step drop. Looks to his left. Pump fakes. He's in trouble. Gets it away and flies it out of bounds on the near sideline. Intended for Jonathan Taylor. But Joe Flacco threw the ball away because he was in trouble in the pocket, possibly taking a sack from behind. And so the Colts will live to fight another down here. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line of the Giants with 2:44 to go until halftime.
Yeah, they clamped down on Michael Pittman. He wanted Pittman in that hook area, but they clamped. And then by then he had pressure, had to force it, had to get out of it.
2nd and 10 for the Colts. They approach the line of scrimmage, ball on the left hash. 2 receivers go left, 3 go to the right side. Joe Flacco by himself in the backfield. backs to throw, looking left, scanning, drives it up over the middle of the field, inside the 30. The Colts catch the ball, and they'll be spilled down to the 25-yard line. Michael Pittman Jr. with another catch. Not enough for a first down to the Giants' 25. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I like it, though. Pittman actually lined up in the inside like a tight end and ran a little option route, and I think he could be effective all the time in there if he would do it more.
Michael Pittman Jr. now has a catch in 77 straight games, every game of his career. That's the 5th longest streak for the Colts in franchise history. 3rd and 2. Flacco under center, ball in the left hash. Jonathan Taylor lone back in the backfield. Michael Pittman Jr. in motion to the right side. We got movement at the line. And perhaps offsides on the Giants.
Prior to any movement, it's a 2-minute warning.
So the Colts killed by the clock there.
That's exactly right.
Joe Flacco got him to jump on the hard count, but the clock says 2 minutes, and the game is stopped before any potential penalty there. We're at the 2-minute warning, so when we come back, the Colts will face 3rd and 2 at the Giants' 25-yard line. It's the Giants 21, Colts 6. The final 2 minutes of the first half. Coming back right after this.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Colts fans, don't miss your chance to cheer on your team live with fan experience packages from Vivid Seats, the official fan experience partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Bundle game tickets with pregame field passes or join fellow Colts fans at the Vivid Seats Party in Touchdown Town. Visit vividseats.com/Colts today to shop available packages. Plus, earn credit on every in-app purchase with Vivid Seats rewards. For every 10 tickets you buy, get the 11th free. Be part of the anticipation and action live all season long. Available now on vividseats.com/Colts or download the app today.
At Ruoff Mortgage, we're here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We are your local lenders, and with a 98.4% customer satisfaction rating, helping home ownership dreams come true is what we do. Get started and learn more at ruoff.com. That's ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Hey, Colts fans, Universal Windows Direct is offering buy 2 windows, get 2 free with 0% interest financing for 5 years. Universal Windows, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Matt?
Coming up, this will be the 8th play of the possession for the Colts. It's already covered 45 yards in almost 4 minutes of time of possession. 3rd and 2, the Colts will have it at the Giants' 25-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning of the first half. And the Colts have 2 timeouts. The Giants have all 3 of theirs. The Giants lead the Colts 21-6. And the Giants, Rick, also get the ball first to start the second half. So points here for the Colts is imperative.
Yeah, it's imperative. And really, 7 is imperative.
Flacco out of the gun, 3rd and short. Taylor's his back left, ball in the left hash. 3 receivers go to the right side. They give it to Taylor. Right up the gut. He's got a first down. Spins off a tackle inside the 15. And he's going to be wrapped up around the waist at the 14-yard line. The sticks will move. And they're actually going to put it down at the 13. So a gain of 12. Meanwhile, Ryan Kelly's slow to get up off of the field. But he is up walking. And he's arching that back. And you can tell he's dealing with some sort of lower back pain, but he's back in the huddle. He's going to give it a go. First down, Colts, 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10, Colts. 3rd trip today inside the Coca-Cola red zone. Flacco out of the gun, looks to pass, throws to the right side, a slant, that's a catch. Not enough for a first down for Josh Downs. He's going to be tackled at the 6-yard line. Gain of 7.
First charge timeout. New York. 30-second timeout.
So the Giants are in clock preservation mode. They take their first timeout. The Colts have 2 timeouts, and that'll stop the clock with 1:17 remaining. And that is going to present 2nd and 3 for the Colts after the reception over the middle by Josh Downs. By the way, Downs needs just one more catch to pass Michael Pittman for the third most receptions by a Colts player in their first 2 seasons. If you're just joining us, the Giants have scored touchdowns on their last 3 drives. They lead the Colts 21-6. Drew Lock is 7 out of 8 passing for 153. 3 touchdown passes already in this first half. It's the 4th time in his career he's fired 3 or more touchdowns in a game. 2nd and 3 for the Colts at the 6-yard line. Colts can get a first down without scoring. Flacco turns, gives to Jonathan Taylor, and he's wrapped up from behind. And that goes nowhere. New York with a tackle for loss. Brian Burns, the outside linebacker, brings down Jonathan Taylor at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, Burns came flying off that edge, penetrating off that edge. He got his ankles.
Brian Burns is their leading sack getter on the active roster, 8 sacks on the year, and his 73 tackles for loss are 7th most in the NFL since he broke into the league in 2019. He came over in a trade from the Carolina Panthers and then signed a big contract here with the Giants. So 3rd and 4 at the 7-yard line of New York. That's where the Colts have it. 1:14 remaining. The Giants have just called their second timeout. They've got 1 left. Colts need to convert here. Down by 15 points. Colts on the move right to left. Flacco dips under center. Ball left. They fake it right, no, they pitch it right side to Jonathan Taylor. He's at the 10, stretching it out, and he's met before he can get to the 5-yard line. Brought down by Jason Pinnock. The safety walled off Jonathan Taylor from getting a first down. Taylor is tackled around the 8-yard line. Now it is 4th and 5.
Third and final timeout, New York. 30-second timeout.
It looks like Shane's going to go 4th down here. He's going through his play sheet.
Giants have just burned their last timeout. 67 seconds to go in the half. And the Colts are keeping that offense on the field here. The Colts so far on the season, 16 for 25 on 4th down. They were 2 for 2 last week against Tennessee. This is 4th and 5 at the Giants' 8-yard line. So, Rick, the Colts need a first down around the 3-yard line. What do you make of this call?
I don't know, man. You miss this one, you're going to give them the biggest lift in Giants history. But we need points, and our defense isn't giving us anything, so let's go.
Flacco out of the gun, backs to throw. Throws right side, and it is caught for a first down. Kylan Granson with a clutch catch down to the 2. First down, Flacco to Granson, and the drive continues for the Colts. Under a minute to go in the second quarter.
Great job by Granson. He ran a little pivot. The ball was down low, and he went down there and dug it out. Great job by Granson.
And a great throw by Joe Flacco.
Yeah, he had to throw it down and away. They jammed him to the outside.
Now it's 1st and goal for the Colts at the 2-yard line. The time is winding down. Ball on the right hash. Flacco under center. Bunch trips left. Taylor the back in the backfield. Right side give to Taylor, stretching right, and he doesn't get a touchdown there. Brought down short of the goal line. That's Elijah Garcia, the defensive lineman, who brings him down. Back to the 3-yard line.
Second charge timeout.
That's a loss of a yard.
30-second timeout.
And the Colts burn their second timeout, so they've got 1 stoppage left. 23 seconds to go in the second quarter. Giants 21, Colts 6. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line upcoming for the Colts.
They're going to play man-to-man here. This is where your rub routes and your mesh routes will be open on crossing receivers.
Colts are 0 for 2 so far today inside the red zone. They need a big touchdown here. Remember, the Giants get the ball first to start the third quarter. 2nd and goal at the 3 for the Colts. Flacco under center. Gives off to Taylor with a fullback in there, and he trots into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, INDY. And paving the way was Drew Ogletree for the Colts. And Indianapolis has their first touchdown, and they're back into the game now. It's the Giants 21, Colts 12 with the extra point to come.
Yeah, real nice play here. Ogletree back in motion. And again, this is the search play. This is what you get with a fullback in the backfield. He was able to clean that off tackle, and Jonathan just rode him into the end zone.
Taylor with the score. He had 3 rushing touchdowns last week. He gets another one right there here in the waning moments of the first half. Matt Gay on for the PAT. Kick is up, flying through the uprights, and it is good. Good answer by the Colts, and they finally get a touchdown inside the red zone. It's now 21-13 after the extra point. Indianapolis with a great statement drive. They go 14 plays, 70 yards, 5 minutes and 35 seconds, the time of possession, and it's a 3-yard run by Jonathan Taylor to the end zone. Great answer by the Colts, just what the doctor ordered, Rick Venturi.
Absolutely. I mean, to close that half like that was just tremendous, because you're right back into a one-possession game now with them right back, and that's where you wanted to be. And just excellent to finish it off, and we really did need the touchdown.
No doubt about it. So dating back to last year, Jonathan Taylor scored a scrimmage touchdown in 13 of the last 19 games, has the third most rushing touchdowns in team history, and now has 49 rushing touchdowns since he broke into the league in 2020. That ranks third most in the NFL in that span. So he was the focal point of that drive in terms of getting it into the end zone. Taylor today has 56 yards rushing on 18 attempts. Colts kick off right to left, and the Giants settle for a touchback. The ball will come out to the 30-yard line with just 20 ticks remaining here. In the second quarter, the Giants are out of timeouts. And the Giants also probably realize that they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. They come out in victory formation. Drew Lock goes under center. Ball at the 30-yard line, takes a knee, and that's going to be the final play of the second quarter. So we reach halftime here at MetLife Stadium, and the Colts trail the Giants 21-13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Colts football in Week 17 is brought to you by Vivid Seats. Experience the action live with fan experience packages from Vivid Seats, the official fan experience partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Available now at vividseats.com/Colts. Also, Colts football is brought to you by Forum Credit Union. Visit the Forum Credit Union fan forum section of Colts.com to interact with other fans online. You can post a topic and participate in various discussions on the Colts. Forum Credit Union, helping members live their financial dreams. At halftime, it is the New York Giants 21, Colts 13. New York gets the ball first to start the third quarter, and a halftime report with Casey Valier back in Indianapolis is coming up next. You're listening to the Colts on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
There's a deal on your fave just waiting for you in the McDonald's app. It's just sitting there right now. Come on. You can't leave it hanging like that. Your favorite thing for less? Just waiting around?
Now when the Colts get a sack, get a free 10-piece McNuggets with $1 minimum purchase. Only in the app. Offer valid 1 week after Colts game at participating McDonald's. Valid one time per user per week. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Staff collaboration gives your team a competitive edge. The Colts use sharp interactive displays to help create, collaborate, and educate staff and players. These powerful tools connect to computers, tablets, smartphones, and multifunction devices to help drive results for presenters, coaches, and even the Colts GM on draft day. Leadership is driven through clear communication. How can Sharp Business Systems support your mission? Help communicate your message. Call us today at 317-844-0033 or go to sbsindiana.com.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the #1 hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close.
OMG!
Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales, just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Welcome into the Halftime Show, brought to you by Carrier. Turn to the experts. I'm your host, Casey Valier. At the half at MetLife Stadium, the Giants lead the Colts 21-13. It's time now for the first half turning point. The biggest play from the first half, and that was a Jonathan Taylor 3-yard touchdown right before half. Flacco under center. Gives off to Taylor with a fullback in there, and he trots into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And paving the way was Drew Ogletree for the Colts. And Indianapolis has their first touchdown, and they're back into the game now. It's the Giants 21, Colts 12 with the extra point to come. And that was your first half turning point. The Giants did score 14 unanswered in that first half to open up a 21-13 lead at the half on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Looking at some first half numbers, which we're going to crunch by Qdoba Mexican Eats, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Total yardage pretty even. The Colts 211 total yards, Giants 221, 154 through the air for the Colts, 153 through the air for the Giants. Malik Neighbors with, on the season, his great rookie year, he's over 100 catches for over 1,000 yards, just the fifth player in NFL history to do so. For the Colts, leading rusher Jonathan Taylor, he has 18 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown. And Alec Pierce, back from the concussion that forced him to miss last week, he's got 4 catches for 60 yards. And that was crunching the numbers with Qdoba Mexican Eats, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. And at the half, the Giants lead 21-13. We'll take a look at some scores around the league when we return right here in the Carrier Halftime Show on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GARAGE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GARAGE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GARAGE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stopped, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
You look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes. Zelfie can help provide you with semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text SOLVE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie to see if you're eligible. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text SOLVE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text SOLVE to 200-300. SOLVE to 200-300.
New music now.
Welcome back to the Colts Halftime Show, brought to you by Carrier. Turn to the experts. I'm your host, Casey Valier. At the half, the Giants lead the Colts 21-13. Looking at scores around the league, brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, Indiana's home team since 1932. Christmas Day Finals. The Chiefs defeat the Steelers 29-10 and clinch the first overall seed in the AFC playoffs. And the Ravens all over the Texans 31-2, and they now move in front of the Steelers in the playoff picture and in the division there with one game remaining. Finals from yesterday. The Chargers, they defeated the Patriots 40-7. The Chargers now clinch a playoff berth. The Broncos, they and the Bengals went to overtime. The Bengals get the win 30-24, keeping the Colts' playoff chances alive. And then the capper last night, the Rams beat the Cardinals 13-9 as they keep the NFC West Division hopes alive. Right now, games going on. The Bills lead the Jets 12-0. The Bills sit at the number 2 spot in the AFC playoff picture. The Jags at the half, they lead the Titans 13-3. The Colts play the Jags next weekend. The Raiders lead the Saints 13-10 at the half. Eagles over the Cowboys right before half there. Kenny Pickett starting for Jalen Hurts. They lead 17-7. And a lot of points scored in Tampa. Right now the Buccaneers lead the Panthers 27-14. Mike Evans, 2 touchdowns. Adam Thielen, 2 touchdowns there. Later windows, you've got the Dolphins at the Browns, Packers at the Vikings, and then Sunday Night Football has the Falcons at the Commanders, and then Monday Night Football, the Lions at the 49ers. And those are scores around the league. Brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, Indiana's home team since 1932. You have been listening to the Carrier Halftime Show. Turn to the experts. Second half action is up next. The Giants lead right now on the scoreboard 21-13, and they will receive the second half kickoff. This is Colts football on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Caesars Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts. And every bet with Caesars Sportsbook app earns with Caesars Rewards, win or lose. Download the app, start betting, and you'll be closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. Colts tickets, bonus bets in the app, and stays and meals at top Caesars Rewards destinations like Horseshoe Indianapolis, Horseshoe Hammond, and Harris Hoosier Park. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Indianapolis Colts. Nonstop flights from Indianapolis to Jacksonville, Florida, one way for as low as $47. Must be purchased by 1/9/2025 for travel between 12/16/2024 and 5/12/2025. Seats and dates and limited restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
As our Colts take the field, we're partnering with Chunky Sacks Hunger to take on hunger off the field. Join the Indianapolis Colts, Meyer, and Campbell's Chunky Soup as we sack food insecurity together. For every sack across the league during the regular NFL season, Campbell's Chunky will donate 1,000 meals to Feeding America. For more details, visit ChunkySacksHunger.com. Campbell's Chunky Soup, proud partner of your Indianapolis Colts.
Staff collaboration gives your team a competitive edge. The Colts use sharp interactive displays to help create, collaborate, and educate staff and players. These powerful tools connect to computers, tablets, smartphones, and multifunction devices to help drive results for presenters, coaches, and even the Colts GM on draft day. Leadership is driven through clear communication. How can Sharp Business Systems support your mission? Help communicate your message. Call us today at 317-844-0033 or go to sbsindiana.com.
Colts fans, here at Bassett Services, we provide customers with top-dog heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services delivered by an expert team of friendly, experienced professionals. As your home's best friend, customers across the Midwest know to sound the hound for everything their home needs. Founded in 1978, the Bassett family promises to deliver quality, trustworthy home services throughout Indianapolis. For a limited time, take $100 off any home service repair over $400. Call 317-838-8322 to schedule today. Bassett Services, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
You want your car to always look its best, but you don't want to spend all day buffing and polishing. That's why you need Lucas Slick Mist Speed Wax. It's the fastest way to a showroom shine. Just spray, wipe, and admire the results. Check out the entire line of Lucas Slick Mist products at lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil. It works.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the #1 hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Welcome back to Colts football, and welcome back to MetLife Stadium. Week 17, it's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. At halftime, the Giants lead the Colts 21-13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Larry Overton downstairs. Rick Venturi is in the booth. I'm Matt Taylor. And the Giants are going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. It's time now for the second half solutions presented by Corson Fire and Security. Choose the right solution for your business. Choose Corson Fire and Security, the official security provider and fire protection expert of the Indianapolis Colts. So, Rick, where are you with this Colts team? They gave up 3 straight touchdown possessions to the Giants, but then the Colts get that late touchdown right at the end of the first half.
Yeah, real happy with that late touchdown drive to go in at the half and recapture momentum. I think our offense is really fine moving the ball. What the offense has to do is make sure they just finish drives and we come out of there with 7. Defensively, we got to get our head on right. I mean, period. We cannot let Drew Lock go 7 for 8. We cannot give up 220 yards to this team. And most importantly, we have to shut down Neighbors. You knew that going in.
Right.
You can't. There can be no excuse for not taking Neighbors out of this game.
Well, the Giants went 3 and out on their first possession and then scored touchdowns on their next 3 drives before that kneel down to close the half. And they're averaging 10.5 yards per play on just 21 plays. Meanwhile, offensively for the Colts, Joe Flacco is 14 for 22 for 157 yards, an interception. He did go 6 for 7 for 54 yards with a 4th down completion on that touchdown drive right at the end of the first half. Jonathan Taylor, 18 carries, 56 yards, under 3.5 yards per carry as the Colts kick off to the Giants. Now they're going to take it out with Amir Smith-Marset, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and he's going to go. He's at the 40, he's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. He takes it 100 yards for a house call and a kickoff return. Amir Smith-Marset fielded to the goal line and then blasted through a hole and takes it back the other way for a 100-yard kickoff return touchdown.
So much for the halftime speech. God.
Wow. It's the Giants 27 and the Colts 13 after the biggest play all year the Giants have had on special teams. Amir Smith-Marset with a gigantic play. That's only his 11th kickoff return all season. And the Colts let him take it back the length of the field for a touchdown. And 12 seconds into the third quarter, disaster for the Colts. They give up a special teams touchdown. It's now the Giants 28 and the Colts 13. Wow. Huge kickoff return there for the Giants. I mean, they came into the league 24th in kickoff return average at 26.3, but the Colts defense, or I should say covering kickoffs, 26th at 29.3, but the Colts hadn't allowed anything nearly as explosive as that play right there prior to it.
They struggled with punt returns on Mims in Denver, but nothing like that, and particularly at the point that it happened. My God, we're playing for our lives today. I just don't get it.
Well, Lara Overton, you had some first half thoughts from head coach Shane Steichen. I'm sure they're going to be adjusted to a degree after that play right there.
Well, I'll give them to you and then update them. How about that? Well, at the end of the first half, he said offensively great drive with those 14 plays, but it's got to be touchdowns, so we cannot settle for field goals. Asked what his message to the defense was, it was tighten up. If it was anything more than that, it was asked to expound upon it. He said simply tighten up. I did just watch him run down to the offense and just look to all those guys and say, let's go. We got to go. We got to go now. One note, Ryan Kelly did head into the Colts locker room just a few seconds early ahead of halftime. We mentioned that he was a little slow to get up after getting tangled up and rolled up on in the trenches. He does have that right knee heavily taped, but he is out there with his offense.
Thank you very much, Lara. Meanwhile, the last Colts opponent to return a kickoff for a touchdown, it was A.J. Brown, 42 yards. And that was in 2020 when he played for the Tennessee Titans. All right, 1st and 10 Colts after they accept a touchback on the ensuing kickoff. Colts begin at the 30-yard line. Colts in the white, Giants in the blue. Colts on the move left to right. And they're down big 28-13 as they hand off to Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to fight his way forward and claw his progress up to the 35-yard line and pick up 5 on first down.
Yeah, good pound by Jonathan. They're doing a really good job of firing off the edge, but you can make yardage up inside, but we got to cut those edge rushers off.
And for the Giants, they're 28 points. Ties a season high for them. They scored 21 in the first half. It was just the fourth time this season they had posted at least 21 points in a game. But the special teams adds to their total as Flacco on second down takes to the air, flies it down the left sideline, and that's a back shoulder throw and a catch by Michael Pittman Jr. And he drags a tackler into plus territory to the New York 46-yard line. And that's a huge catch and a first down for the Colts, Michael Pittman Jr. And he made the grab over Deontay Banks.
Yeah, excellent. 50-50. Again, I've said it many times. I'm not sure why we don't use Michael more on those 50-50 balls. He'll go get them.
Produces a first down after the gain. That's a pickup of 19 yards into plus territory. 1st and 10, Indianapolis. Flacco goes under center, unbalanced line to the right side, ball on the left hash. Here's a counter give right side to Jonathan Taylor. Cuts it up, and he's going to be slashed down to the turf at the 41-yard line of the Giants. Gain of 5, and that time he's brought down by New York. That's Darius Muasau. He's getting the start today at the linebacker position, the veteran out of UCLA. Gain of 6 for Taylor, brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want to have that plus 6 yards on first down. Keep running it with Jonathan. It opens everything else up.
Colts trail 28-13 after the big explosive kickoff return by Amir Smith-Marset, the veteran wide receiver out of Iowa. Colts hand off to Taylor right up the gut, following Ryan Kelly right up the formation. He's got a first down based on the spot from up here. They're going to move the sticks as Taylor pounds the ball up to the 36-yard line, and he's brought down by Dane Belton, who's had a big game. He's got an interception and some tackles on the outside, but a first down for the Colts. They put the ball down at the New York 35-yard line.
Yeah, the Colts have been really efficient moving the ball all day. Done a good job getting the ball to Pittman and Pierce, running it with JT. Again, just keep driving, don't panic. Get the ball in the end zone. Sevens will come back and win this game.
1st and 10 Colts, 12:15 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun snap for Flacco. Gives off to Taylor. He's got a gaping hole. Climbs through it inside the 30. And he's going to be upended short of the 25-yard line. And by, again, Dane Belton on the stop. But Taylor down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a real nice pull by our right tackle, our rookie right tackle, Gonzalez. He came around and opened up the hole for JT.
So now it's 2nd and 1, gain of 9. Flacco to Taylor. Inside give, trying to find a little bit of a crease. He only needed a yard, and I don't think he's going to even find that. He needs the 25-yard line for a first down. He probed and probed, but nothing opened up. So now it is 3rd and a long yard. Might be about a yard and a half upcoming now for the Colts. As we approach 11:25 to go in the third period.
And I think we got a pretty good idea what Shane's going to do. This is 2-down territory.
No question about it. Flacco goes out of the gun. Ball between the hash marks. Now Jonathan Taylor motions out wide left. Now he comes back into the backfield. 2 receivers stacked to the left. Flacco to Taylor. Right up the gut. First down and more. 15, 10, 5. Yes, sir. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor rips it off from 26 yards away. And the Colts are right back into the game. It's now 28-19 with 11:03 to go in the third quarter.
Outstanding. Another explosive run. JT is back full speed. I'll tell you that right now. Great drop. Tremendous answer right there.
Taylor has 5 rushing touchdowns in the last 2 games, and he has been an absolute workhorse with that carry and that yardage total, I should say. He's over 100 yards for the game, 24 carries, 107, 2 touchdowns, a long of 26, and the extra point by Matt Gay is up, and it is good, and the Colts are right back into it now. It is a one-score game, 28-20. 11:03 to go in the third quarter. We'll tell you about the scoring drive and the touchdown by Jonathan Taylor in more detail when we come back. But the Giants have the ball for the first time in the third quarter when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
When it comes to sports, there's always a winner and a loser. But when it comes to your sports book, it's a different ballgame. With Fanatics Sportsbook, you get fan cash back on your bets, win or lose. Thanks to Fan Cash, when you bet with Fanatics Sportsbook, even if you lose, you win. Download Fanatics Sportsbook, proud sportsbook partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and get your game day bets in today. Fan Cash subject to additional terms. Must be 21 plus. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
These days, it's more important than ever to have a partner who puts safety at the forefront, a partner who understands what you're up against, a partner you can count on to get you what you need when you need it. That's why United Rentals is here for you, combining safety, equipment, expertise, and data to help your team get the job done. United Rentals. We're here to help with the equipment and tools you need. For the store nearest you, visit UnitedRentals.com or call 1-800-UR-RENTS.
There's a deal on your fave just waiting for you in the McDonald's app. It's just sitting there, right now. Come on. You can't leave it hanging like that. Your favorite thing for less? Just waiting around?
Now when the Colts get a sack, get a free 10-piece McNuggets with $1 minimum purchase, only in the app. Offer valid 1 week after Colts game at participating McDonald's. Valid one time per user per week. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When it comes to sports, there's always a winner and a loser. But when it comes to your sports book, it's a different ballgame. Thanks to FanCash, when you bet with Fanatics Sportsbook, even if you lose, you win. Download Fanatics Sportsbook, proud sportsbook partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and start earning FanCash today. FanCash subject to additional terms. Must be 21 plus. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
.03 to go in the third quarter. The Colts are right back into the game. It's the Giants 28 and the Colts 20, thanks in part to a 7-play drive by the Colts offense that covers 70 yards, 3 minutes and 45 seconds of time of possession, and Jonathan Taylor runs it in from 26 yards away as the Colts kick off back to the Giants, and Amir Smith-Marset faked coming out. He caught the ball about 8 or 9 yards deep into the end zone. He had a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown on the opening kickoff of the second half. That's why he gave everybody a little bit of a jolt of energy right there on that fake on the return. By the way, for the Giants and Amir Smith-Marset with that 100-yard kickoff return touchdown, it's the first Giants kickoff return for a score since 2015. And for Smith-Marset, it's his second career special teams touchdown. He had a punt return for a score last year. First and 10 for the Giants at the 30-yard line. Up by 8 points. They give off to Tyrone Tracy, and he's gobbled up in the backfield. Grover Stewart ate his lunch right there all the way back to the 26-yard line.
Yep, and that's a good start for this defense. That's an attitude play right there. That's an attitude play.
Big Grover. He gets his 9th tackle for loss this year. It's a big one. It's the 4th TFL today by the Colts. Second down and 13. They're going to respot the ball to the 27-yard line. First drive of the third quarter for the Giants. They lead the Colts 28-20. Drew Lock with a low snap gives off to Tracy. Tracy blasts his way close to the 30-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 29. Gain of only 2. Head on by a host of Colts. Checking out of the ball game now will be Grover Stewart. Laiatu Latu, the rookie out of UCLA, checks in. Now it's 3rd and 11, Rick, and the Colts need to get off the field here.
They need to get off the field, and this is turnover time right here with Locke. We need a big-time pressure and a forced throw.
Locke is 7 for 8 in the passing game. The Giants are 3 for 4 on third down. He goes out of the gun here as 2 receivers to his left actually make that 3 with a tight end. Backs to throw, plants, looking, scanning, checks it down right side, pass is caught 30, and this is Tracy losing the ball is out, there's a fight for it around the 30-yard line. Oh boy, who's got this one, Lara, can you tell?
It looks like one of the Giants' offensive linemen has come up with it from what I could tell. A few of those guys were pretty quick to return. I believe that was number 76 who was first to get there and respond once that ball came loose.
Yeah.
So it was a great hit on the outside by E.J. Speed to dislodge the ball from Tracy. The fumble was recovered by Jermaine Illuminor, their tackle. But the Colts do get a stop.
Big stop, Matt. Big 3-0 to start the second half. Big stop for the defense.
Second 3 and out of the ball game for the Giants offense. They had one in their opening possession of the first half. On to punt is Jamie Gillen. Gets it away. Left-footed punter, high spiraling punt. Underneath it is Gould. Plays it to the 20. He's at the 25, and he almost lost the ball, but hangs on to it as he's cracked down to the turf around the 25-yard line, and that takes us to a timeout downstairs. Boy, it's been an eventful third quarter already. The Giants kicked off, or I should say took the opening kickoff of the third quarter, 100 yards for a touchdown. The Colts came right back with a touchdown of their own, and the Colts have the ball down by 8. Giants 28, Colts 20, 1st and 10, Indianapolis, when we come back for more in just a moment.
Ho, 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 Elkhart! Jolly old Fred here from Grody Automotive. This holiday season, forget that old elf. If you want a gift of a nicer, newer car, do it yourself. Right now, bring me your old ride, and I'll give you up to $3,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value, based on the price of the car you pick. That's right, if your old ride is ho-ho horrible, bring it to me, and I'll give you way more than it's worth. See, at Grody Automotive, we're all about affordability. My solution specialists are jolly old elves. We work hard to help you find a car you love for a monthly payment you can afford. So be your own Santa and bring me your old ride, and I'll give you up to $3,000 more than Kelley Blue Book value, based on the price of the car you pick. But hurry, Christmas only comes once a year, and so does this deal. I'm Fred Grody, and I am a dealer for the people. Come see me on the corner of Knapp and E and Mishawaka Street. See all the cars at GrodyAutoElkhart.com. That's GrodyAutoElkhart.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. Negative equity may be refinanced. Kelley Blue Book is a registered trademark of the Kelley Blue Book Company Incorporated, which is not affiliated with Grody Automotive. Offer absolutely ends December 31st, 2020.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stopped, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
You look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can help provide you with semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text SOLVE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie to see if you're eligible. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text SOLVE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text SOLVE to 200-300. SOLVE to 200-300.
This is Live 99.9.
The Colts and AES Indiana want you to bring the energy to Lucas Oil Stadium all season long. Enter today for a chance to win VIP field level seats in the next Colts home game at Colts.com/AES. Matt?
8 minutes and 48 seconds to play here in this third quarter at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants 28 and the Indianapolis Colts 20. The Colts have the ball 1st and 10 following a Giants punt at the 26-yard line of their own territory. Joe Flacco on play action slides it upfield, catch 30, 35-yard line, and out of bounds on the near sideline is Michael Pittman Jr. close to a first down. Gain of 9, and that's a good way to start the drive for the Colts there, Overton.
Something that Michael Pittman Jr. told me, that one thing they practice is specific game plan routes, a minimum of 2 of those each and every day at the end of practice. He told me that way you're running that extra specialty route on third down, potentially those specific game plan routes, maybe 6 extra times over the course of the week. So paying off so far for Pittman today.
2nd and 1 for the Colts. Shotgun snap. Flacco down the line, left side to Pittman. Stiff arms his way upfield. Dives for a first down across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. So a gain of 2 on a simple wide receiver screen left for Michael Pittman Jr. doing the dirty work on the outside. It moves the sticks, and Indianapolis has 18 first downs.
Yeah, Michael's usage is way up today. Many different things. They've thrown the 50-50 ball to him. They threw that little swap underneath boot, and now they throw him a quick screen.
Yeah, he is involved. 6 catches, 57 yards. Alec Pierce, the leading receiver today for the Colts. He's got 4 grabs for 60. 1st and 10, Colts down by 8 points. RPO back in the throw. Flacco heaves the ball down the right sideline. And coming back and making an adjustment on the ball is Michael Pittman Jr. at the Giants' 31-yard line. What an adjustment on the ball by Michael Pittman Jr. It was hanging up into the air, and he adjusted for the catch and plus territory.
Great job. He muscles the corner. He and the corner are running, on the safety are running side to side. He ends up pushing him off a little bit, comes back for the ball, big-time play. Flacco was under fire. He just let it go.
Gain of 31 yards to Michael Pittman, and he's creeping up towards 100 yards receiving. He's got 88 after that grab. He could potentially join Jonathan Taylor over 100 yards today. Taylor's got 107 on the ground. They call his number here left. He's between the numbers and the hash marks left side, powering forward inside the 30, and is going to barge his way down to the 28-yard line for a pickup of 4 on first down. On the stop is Brian Burns, the defensive end for the Giants.
And Ogletree is really playing a bigger role now, kind of as that hybrid tight end fullback. Again, that was another lead, or what I call search play, off tackle, where Ogletree just leads him through the off tackle hole.
By the way, moments ago, that 31-yard catch by Michael Pittman Jr., longest play of the game for the Colts. Second down and 6 at the Giants' 28-yard line. The Colts are down by 8. 28-20 is the score. Shotgun snap, Flacco gives to Taylor right up the gut. Another big hole, and he's going to ram his way inside the 25. He'll be up into the 23-yard line. Gain of 5. Ty Summers makes the tackle. Not enough for a first down. The Colts are very close. It is going to be 3rd and about 2 feet upcoming for the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts offense is beginning to dominate this game, particularly up front.
No doubt about that. We mentioned Taylor in the ground game. Total-wise, the Colts have 117 yards rushing on 27 carries. This is 3rd and less than a yard to the plus 23. Flacco under center, ball in the right hash. Offset eye, they pitch it left side to Taylor, looking to break it outside the numbers, racing for a first down, and he's got it. He needs the 22, and based on the spot from up here, it looks like they're going to place the ball. That's a terrible spot. They're going to move Taylor back on that spot to the 23-yard line. Looked like he ran out of bounds right at the sticks, but a bad spot there now. It's 4th and less than a yard for the Colts.
You're exactly right.
That's a terrible spot.
He made the first down by 2 yards.
No question about it. So the Colts don't get a break there. They're going for it here on 4th and less than a yard. Flacco under center, turns, gives off to Taylor, jumps over the pile, and it's going to be close. Both teams are celebrating the play. The Giants defense thinks they have a stop. It's going to depend on the spot. It's all about the spot right here as Jonathan Taylor took the handoff and tried to dive over the pile to get a first down. No signal yet from our head referee, Bill Vinovich. And I think he's asking for the sticks to come out. Well, the chain gang is still on the sideline. The nose of the football is at the 22, which is where the Colts need to get. So this is going to be all about the spot right here.
Yeah. Jonathan elevated, but the ball didn't elevate. That's the only thing that scares me here.
The chain gang is out, and this measurement brought to you by your Central Indiana Toyota dealers. Toyota, the official vehicle of the Colts. And it is a turnover on downs. 2 bad spots for the Colts. It was 3rd and less than a yard. And the Colts on back-to-back plays are turned away from getting a first down. The nose of the ball is at the 22, and Indianapolis turns it over on downs just outside of the red zone, trailing by 8 points to the Giants. Timeout on the field, 4:32 to play in the 3rd quarter. New York has the lead. They've got the ball when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Well, folks, scratch-off season is finally here, and the cheer is already spreading. In the tunes of your favorite holiday records, the whiffs of freshly baked cookies. Most of all, in the gift of cheer that only scratch-off season brings. Starting at just $1, there's a perfect gift for every gifter. So go on and spread that cheer by gifting Hoosier Lottery Holiday Scratch-Offs this year. Must be 18 or older to play. Please gift responsibly.
Midwest Landscape Industries offers professional services with sophisticated results. We provide a premier experience in every aspect of landscape consultation, service, and management for both estate and commercial properties. MLI specializes in managing your entire property and installation while effectively communicating throughout the process. We focus on landscape management, development, irrigation, and robotics for all of your project needs. Midwest Landscape Industries is proud to be the official landscape partner of the Colts. Visit MLI-IN.com to learn more about our services.
Huntington is banking that just clicks.
Like asterisk-free checking, an account that's filled with features, but no monthly maintenance fee, no matter what. Because it's your money, right? So we think you should keep it. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney.
Colts fans, send Snickers your rookie mistake for a chance to win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Learn more at snickers.com/rookie mistake. Matt?
Well, the Colts are turned away by going for it on 4th and less than a yard at the Giants' 22-yard line. Jonathan Taylor took a handoff in the backfield and tried to jump over the pile, leap his way in the air for a first down, but he comes up short, and the Colts have turned it over. The Giants take over with 4:32 to play third quarter. It's the Giants 28 and the Colts 20 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Giants on the move right to left against the Colts here in your mind's eye. New York on their second possession of the second half. They went 3 and out on their first drive. And before this play can start, we have false start on the Giants.
False start. Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So that'll back up the G-men 1st and 15 and place the ball on their own 17-yard line. Let's quickly pause 10 seconds for ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
WQLQ and WQLQ HD1, Benton Harbor, South Bend. The Alternative. Live 99.9.
1st and 15. Drew Lock under center. Takes a snap. Play action. Backs the throw. Checks it down. Caught by Devin Singletary across the 20. And he's going to navigate his way across the 25 to the 26. Grover Stewart makes the tackle for the Colts. Kenny Moore was in there as well. That's a gain of 9. And that's going to take us close to the 4-minute mark of the third quarter with the Giants up by 8 points. The only points they have in this second half, a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Amir Smith-Marset on the opening kickoff of the second half. Man in motion to the right side. They give off to Singletary. Hit in the backfield. Spun down by Zaire Franklin. Franklin had him for a moment and then brought him back down and re-grasped Singletary in the backfield. Actually, that was Tyrone Tracy, and Tracy's going to limp off the field and head over to the sideline. The former Decatur Central High School star shaken up a little bit, but Zaire Franklin gets his third tackle for loss of the ball game. Now it's 3rd and 8, and move the ball back to the 24.
Watch Robinson here in the slot.
Empty set for Drew Lock, who goes out of the gun. 3 receivers go to the left, 2 go to the right side. Ball on the right hash. Looking over the Colts defense. Looks to his left, scans, fires upfield. That's a catch. And close to a first down, I think they have it. And that is a reception for Wandale Robinson, who has a touchdown catch today. And he's going to catch the ball across the 30 and then nudge it up to the 34-yard line and produce a first down.
Yep, you got to squeeze him on third down. He, as good as Neighbors is, when it comes to third down, it really is Robinson over time.
That's his second catch. Drew Lock today, 10 out of 11 for 172 yards, 3 touchdowns, all of them coming in the first half. His passer rating is perfect, 158.3. Play action, rolling out to his right is Lock, being chased by the Colts, and just dumps the ball upfield out of bounds, and a flag immediately comes out. I think this might be intentional grounding on Drew Lock. He's being chased by the Colts out of the pocket. Lock moving to his right and threw the ball out of bounds.
But the receiver downfield, offense number 73. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So the penalty's on Evan Neal, the tackle. You knew that had to be something illegal in the passing game by the Giants. There was nobody that Lock threw that ball to on the intended side of that pass. But it's
once you're out of the pocket like that, they're going to let you. But Neal screwed it up. This is the Giants being the Giants here.
Yep, that's their 6th penalty. 1st and 15 after that one. Move the ball back to the 29-yard line of their own territory. Giants 28, Colts 20. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lock out of the gun. 3 receivers to the right side. Looks that way. Shuffles up in the pocket. Checks it down to a tight end. This is Chris Manhertz. E.J. Speed makes the tackle on him. Manhertz dives up to the 40-yard line. Picks up 11. So not enough for a first down. That was 1st and 15. That's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
That's just too much in this game. I mean, that's that soft zone. Quarterback moves around a little bit. We got a plus 11 on 1st and 15, and then we have whatever that is, plus 9.
Yep. Manhurts, that's only his 2nd catch of the season. 10th-year player out of Canisius. Last year, 15 games, 9 starts, had a catch in just 1 game. So he is very seldomly used in the passing game. 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line. Lock under center. Gives off to a running back, and he cracks the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down by the Colts. E.J. Speed and Nick Cross, and also Raekwon Davis. And on that tackle, that trio led the charge up front for the Colts. Nothing doing on that play for the Giants on the ground. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Under 90 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The Giants lead by 1 score, 28-20 over the Colts. And it's 3rd and a long 3 for the Giants.
Huge stop necessary here because they keep eating clock and moving the ball. We've got to get them off right here.
3 receivers go left, ball in the right hash. Lock out of the gun, has 1 receiver to his right. Running back right is Singletary. And they give it to him, and he is stopped short of the first down. Actually, that was Tyrone Tracy's back into the game. Nick Cross makes the tackle for the Colts. Also there at the bottom of the pile is DeForest Buckner. Tracy short of the first down. They're going to spot the ball at the 42-yard line. So it is 4th and a yard, and the Giants now are going to keep the foot on the gas pedal, and that offense is staying on the field.
Yeah, this is a team with nothing to lose because this is not a smart move right here. This could give us the football game.
They're converting on 4th down, 56% of the time. That's 20th. 4th and a yard. Drew Lock goes under center, ball in the near hash. Lone back in the backfield. 3 receivers go to the right side. Lock sweeps it left.
No.
And he is stopped.
Stop.
Tyrone Tracy stopped at the 40-yard line by the Colts. And that's E.J. Speed who knifed in there and gets the big-time tackle. And the Giants have turned it over in their own half of the field. Setting the edge was Nick Cross, and then he was finished off by Jalen Jones, and E.J. Speed in Indianapolis starts with outstanding field position at the Giants' 41-yard line.
Absolutely. That's a game changer. That is a dumb play right there, but great play by Speed.
Just 14 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Indianapolis down by 8 points, 28-20. Colts on the move now left to right. Joe Flacco and company back to work. Flacco under center. Turns right side to Jonathan Taylor. Taylor hit the line of scrimmage and driven back by Brian Burns.
Yeah, big fire off the edge. Burns lined up wide. Then he came back down inside. That's what they're doing. When they do stop, it's effectively it's blitzing off the edge.
And that's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So when we come back for the 4th quarter, the Colts will face 2nd down and 11 at the Giants' 42-yard line. And just 15 minutes to go, and the Colts are looking to keep their playoff hopes alive here with the win in New York. Giants 28, Colts 20 as we head to the 4th quarter in Week 17 on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Hey, Colts fans, score a big home win with a new Carrier home comfort system. Carrier offers a full lineup of efficient solutions for a range of heating and cooling needs and price points. Visit Carrier.com/Colts to start exploring the perfect system for your family. Carrier, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Turn to the experts.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance. But not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball-sized hail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Colts football is brought to you by Meijer, official supercenter of the Indianapolis Colts and proud sponsor of hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. Matt?
As we start the fourth quarter here at MetLife Stadium, Indianapolis trails the Giants 28-20 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard, but the Colts have the ball, 2nd down and 11 at the Giants' 42-yard line. The drive for the Colts started after the defense got a 4th down stop. The Giants turned the ball over on downs by going forward on 4th down. The Giants have not scored any points offensively here in the second half. The only points they have after scoring 21 points in the first half is a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown on the opening drive or the opening kickoff of the second half by Amir Smith-Marset. So now the Colts going right to left on the Giants in your mind's eye. Colts in the white, Giants in the blue. Flacco out of the gun, 2nd and long. Looks to his left. Rainbow's one down the left sideline. That is a catch. Hell of a catch by the Colts inside the 15. And pulling it in is Alec Pierce.
Incomplete, but he interfered all the way down. Come on, rag him. He was holding him.
I didn't see where the ball came out. I thought that was a catch all the way for Pierce.
No, he stripped him, but he held him the whole way. Held him the whole way.
Meanwhile, a Giant player is down the field. That's Deonte Banks.
Oh.
Yeah, the Banks is down after grabbing Pierce the whole way.
Grabbed him on the inside of the shirt the whole way.
Pierce has already induced a pass interference penalty in the secondary.
They can't stay with him.
It's Banks down on the field, and I think television is asking for a timeout to tend to him. The injury timeout here brought to you by Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts since 1984. Timeout on the field, 14 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the game. Giants 28, Colts 20, 3rd down and 11 for the Colts at the Giants' 42-yard line when we return in just a moment on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stopped, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
You look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can help provide you with semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text SOLVE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie to see if you're eligible. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text SOLVE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text SOLVE to 200-300. SOLVE to 200-300.
Showing your breasts can save it. Go to knowyourgirls.org for the facts you need on breast health. Brought to you by Susan G. Coleman and the Ad Council.
I got smart about mortgages. Now it's my house I go home to.
I got smart about credit cards. Now paper or plastic has a whole new meaning.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org. Smartaboutmoney.org is a free online resource from the National Endowment for Financial Education. We're an independent nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping people just like you get sound information about money. Smartaboutmoney.org. It's the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
This is Live 99.9.
Third down and 11 for the Colts. They got the ball at the 42-yard line. They're back at the line of scrimmage with Joe Flacco out of the gun. 4 receivers into the pattern. Trey Sermon the back left of Flacco out of the gun. Ball in the right hash. 14:55 to go in the game. The Colts are down by 8 points. Flacco takes a shotgun snap, backs to throw, feels the heat, drives it up in the middle of the field, and that is a catch, and it's close to a first down, and hauling it in for the Colts in the middle of the field is Josh Downs.
He's giving it incomplete, Matt, from way back over on the left.
So it goes down as an incomplete pass as Downs caught the ball in a crowd. I thought it was a catch, but 3rd and 11 is an incompletion. And the Colts on back-to-back plays would have had 2 big contested catches, but unfortunately they don't come up with either. And now the Colts will punt and play field position knowing they've got a lot of time left in the game. They trailed 28-20, 14:44 to go in the fourth quarter, and Rigoberto Sanchez will punt for the first time today, set up around his own 45-yard line. The Giants have a return man back deep to receive around the 10. That's Amir Smith-Marset. Sanchez gets it away, a rugby punt. Marset calls for a fair catch and does so around the 9-yard line. So we're going to stay here during the break and a change of possession. 14:37 remaining in the ball game, and the Colts defense, which has done a nice job here in the second half, will have to answer the bell once again. Interestingly here for the Giants, Rick, this is the first time in Giants history they've had 3 different receivers with a touchdown catch in the first half. And it's also the first time since 1949 they returned the second half kickoff for a touchdown. That was 100 yards by Amir Smith-Marset.
I know. I was learning how to walk right then in 1949. No, our defense has really settled in now. I think we're in good shape. We want to hold them right back in here.
Drew Lock goes out of the gun. Ball on the right hash. Low snap again. Hands it off. This is Tracy. Tracy met by the Colts. Grover Stewart at the line of scrimmage, but Tracy powers up for a minimal gain with some momentum behind his pads there as he'll trot across the 10 to the 13-yard line. So gain of about 3 up to the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and a long 6, 2nd and 7, we'll call it. Colts trail 28-20. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts as we approach 14 minutes to go in regulation. And the Colts need a win today to keep their playoff hopes going. Under center Lock, ball in the right hash. Play action, deep drop, plants, checks it down, incomplete. Wide of his intended receiver out of the backfield. That's Tyrone Tracy, the rookie out of Purdue, sitting in the middle of the field, but a bad throw by Drew Lock sets up 3rd and 7 now for the Giants.
Real nice job by Jalen Jones on the outside. He was going to take a shot to Neighbors, and Jalen did a really good job of covering Neighbors, forcing the check down, which was a bad throw.
Giants are 4 out of 7 on 3rd down. Back-to-back incompletions by Locke. He's now 11 for 14 in the passing game. Goes out of the gun here. As a running back to his right, that's Singletary. Backs to throw. Here comes the rush. Rolls to his right. Throws upfield. Incomplete at the 25-yard line. High and unable to bring that down was Darius Slayton, who's got a touchdown catch earlier, but he can't make a grab there on 3rd down. And the Giants go 3 and out for the 3rd time today. 2nd time they've done that in the second half. 4th and 6, and they're going to punt near their own end zone.
Yeah, the Colts defense has changed the momentum now here on the defensive end of it. Nice play by Kenny Moore. Good coverage right there.
Anthony Gould back deep to receive at the 40-yard line. Jamie Gillen on to punt, standing at the goal line for him. Has his heels on that goal line, takes a snap, left-footed punter drives it downfield. Spiraling punt, underneath it is Gould, signals for a fair catch, working to his left to do so, makes the fair catch at the 39-yard line in the Colts half of the field. With a timeout on the field with 13:45 remaining in the game, the Colts have a pulse, down by 8, 28-20, 1st and 10 Colts when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Colts fans, here at Bassett Services, we provide customers with top-dog heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services delivered by an expert team of friendly, experienced professionals. As your home's best friend, customers across the Midwest know to sound the hound for everything their home needs. Founded in 1978, the Bassett family promises to deliver quality, trustworthy home services throughout Indianapolis. For a limited time, take $100 off any home service repair over $400. Call 317-838-8322 to schedule today. Bassett Services, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Your vehicle deserves the finest care and protection. That's why you need Lucas Oil Additives. Whether you need to solve a common automotive problem or protect your vehicle for the long road ahead, there's a Lucas additive to meet your needs. To see the entire line of products, visit lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil. It works.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like early pay. Moving up payday so you could get your money faster. Up to 2 days faster. And there's no cost. It's your money, right? So stop playing the waiting game. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney. Direct deposit and eligibility requirements apply.
Colts football is brought to you by Huntington, home of the asterisk-free checking. Learn more at huntington.com/yourmoney. Matt?
13:45 to go, week 17 here in the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Rick Venturi's in the radio booth, Lair Overton downstairs patrolling the Colts sideline. I'm Matt Taylor. It's the Giants 28 and the Indianapolis Colts 20. First and 10 Colts following a punt. The Colts will take over on their own 39-yard line after a 3-and-out by the Colts defense. Rick Venturi, just what the doctor ordered. Outside of that one play, the big kickoff return for a touchdown on the opening play, if you will, of the third quarter. The Colts have really done a nice job here in the second half.
Yeah, the Colts offensively and defensively certainly are dominating this back half here. But welcome to the roller coaster, which is the 24 Colts.
No doubt. This is what they do. The Colts play in a lot of one-score games. They're 7-5 in one-score games this year. They play the most one-score games in the NFL this year. First and 10. Handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Takes the pile forward across the 40. Muscles up to the 42-yard line. Ty Summers makes the tackle. By the way, for Jonathan Taylor, that's his 30th carry of the ball game today. It's the first time this season he's reached 30 carries in terms of workload, and just the 6th time in his career he has 30 carries in a game as Flacco over the middle, flies it upfield, RPO, catch over the middle. Michael Pittman Jr. snares the ball to the Giants' 44-yard line and a first down.
Yeah, the Colts are really finding the rhythm. Run it to Taylor, throw it deep to Pearson, over the middle to Pittman.
Colts are going quickly after that first down grab to Pittman at the 44-yard line now of the Giants. Michael Pittman make that Jonathan Taylor motion to the right side. Flacco, easy completion left side, caught by Josh Downs, and he's going to be tackled to the 39-yard line by Deontay Banks, but an easy pitch and catch of 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, they're starting to play soft in the back end. You know, when you have to stop Taylor with the run and force you to play a lot of zone, opening it up right there. Joe's very patient with the ball.
With that catch, Josh Downs passes Michael Pittman Jr. for the third most catches by a Colts player in their first 2 seasons. Ball at the 39-yard line. Colts are down by 8 points. Second down and 5. Flacco to pass. Here comes the late rush. Flies it downfield again for Michael Pittman Jr., but it's incomplete. And there are flags everywhere. Laundry on the field in every direction. And the Giants are finally going to get pinned with pass interference on Deontay Banks.
Defense number 3. Yeah. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
Banks is a holding machine. Just keep throwing it at him.
And no doubt about it, he has really struggled today in coverage. The second-year safety out of Maryland. Check that, the cornerback, I beg your pardon. But he has really struggled today. They could have called pass interference on him multiple times.
Yeah, they missed the big one on Pierce, but just keep it up now. We're going to win this game.
Big penalty, takes the ball down to the 20-yard line. That was the spot of the foul. First and 10 Colts. Right on the cusp of the red zone. Flacco turns, gives off to Jonathan Taylor. Big hole to the left. And he's going to pound it down to the 15-yard line for 5 more. Jonathan Taylor with 123 yards rushing on 31 carries tonight.
Yeah, and that left side, which is a road grader for us, you know, with Kelly and Nelson in there, those guys will just run it.
Jonathan Taylor with a career high in carries today with that 32nd attempt. By the way, Jonathan Taylor over 100 yards for the 3rd straight game. It is 2nd and 5 at the 15. Flacco under center. Turns, gives again to Taylor. Right up the gut. Short pickup, but he's driving. Second effort's going to nudge the ball down to the 14-yard line. Stood up by the entire front 7 of the Giants on that play. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3. So Taylor over 100 yards in 3 straight games for the first time since that epic 2021 season. It's also the 3rd time in Taylor's career he's rushed for over 100 yards in 3 straight games. 3rd and 3 at the 13-yard line. Trey Sermon in the game now. He lines up to the left of Flacco. Ball in the left hash. Colts are down 28-20. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Zone.
Flacco backs to throw. Has good protection. Airs it right side into the end zone. Going up and making a bid on 26. Alec Pierce has been the man of the afternoon today for the Colts in the passing game, and it appears the Colts are going to go for two to try to tie the game.
Great catch. Great catch by Pierce. I don't think I've ever seen a guy improve from one year to another on that aspect of the game than Alex Pierce. 50-50 ball is his.
Colts are going for it. They are 1 for 4 on 2-point conversions here on the season. They need another one here to tie the game, and the Giants have just called a timeout. 10:53 to play in the fourth quarter.
First charge timeout. New York. 30-second timeout.
The Giants led 28-13. About 12 seconds in to the third quarter after that kickoff return for a touchdown by Amir Smith-Marset. And the Colts have come storming back. They are 2 points away from tying the game. Lair Overton, what a catch by Alec Pierce.
And I want to play off what Rick pointed out to just there. Reggie Wayne was asked about Alec Pierce just a few weeks ago, and he said that Alec's first year was my first year coaching. That's actually the only pro workout I went to ahead of the draft. All the confidence in the world in Alec. He's starting to be the Alec I saw coming out of Cincinnati. Rick, he's certainly proving that this afternoon with the speed and also with the win in those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, absolutely. And Reggie forecasted that this summer when Alex was going up for all those passes.
So the line of scrimmage is the 2-yard line for a 2-point try here for the Colts. Flacco out of the gun. Grants it in motion to the left side. Flacco backs to throw. Here's a pass left to Michael Pittman Jr. Then he caught the ball and looked to then lateral back to Jonathan Taylor. But the lateral ends up on the turf, and it's recovered by the Giants. And so the Colts, with some trickery there on that 2-point conversion try. Again, the pass was complete to the left to Pittman, and then he tried to lateral it back to Taylor, screaming to the left. But Taylor just dropped the ball and never had a chance to get across the goal line with a 2-point conversion. So it is still a 2-point game here at MetLife Stadium. Giants 28, Colts 26, 10:53 to play in the fourth quarter. The defense has to get back to work when we come back. Still down by 2 on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Welcome to Nada Yada Confessions. Natalie was about to tell us if she ever found the one. Go ahead, Natalie.
Actually, I found 2. With Metro, I got the Samsung Galaxy A35 5G and the Galaxy Watch FE.
Get even more this holiday season. Now at Metro by T-Mobile, get both the Samsung Galaxy A35 5G and the new Galaxy Watch FE for just $99.99. Visit your Metro store today for this limited time deal. Plus tax. Bring your number and ID. Sign up for MetroFlex Plus and add a watch line.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-749-8188. 800-749-8188. 800-749-8188.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Would you like to have a lasting, life-changing impact on your family and the world? Host a foreign exchange student through ICES.
It was great. It was enriching and fun and rewarding. So we did it again and again and again. We've hosted 6 now.
Families simply provide room and board. The students cover their personal expenses.
I am so glad we did it.
Call ICES for more information at 1-800-344-3566 or visit ICESUSA.org.
Live 99.9.
10:53 to go in the fourth quarter. The Colts have pulled within 2, and they kick off right to left to the Giants. Line drive, deep kick by Matt Gay. Drives it out of the back of the end zone, forcing the Giants into a touchback on their next possession, starting at the 30-yard line. The last scoring drive for the Colts, 6 plays, 61 yards, 2 minutes and 52 seconds of time of possession. Joe Flacco, a 13-yard pass to Alec Pierce, his first catch of the second half. And Pierce today has 5 catches for 73 yards. Rick Venturi, and it's a 28-26 game. Colts down by 2, and the Giants have the ball just under 11 minutes to go in regulation.
Yeah, and you feel like our defense has come alive now. We're 120 yards better and 12 minutes time of possession.
Drew Lock on first down, throws it right side, caught by Malik Neighbors. That's his first catch of the second half. He's going to be sandwiched on the outside, pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line by E.J. Speed and Nick Cross. Again, Neighbors had a really big first half. He had 4 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown. That's just his first snag of the second half. Picks up 6 to the 36, second down and 4 for the Giants.
Yeah, you can live with that with Neighbors. What you don't want Neighbors to do is get over the top of you.
Second and 4, Tyrone Tracy from Indianapolis. He's in the backfield by himself. Darius Slayton in motion down to the right side. Lock under center, ball in the right hash. Straight give to Tracy. Makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage, but he's finished off by Nick Cross. Not enough for a first down for Tracy. Kenny Moore on the tackle, too. And Tracy is stopped short of the 40-yard line to the 37. Gain of only 1 there. Sets up 3rd and 3. Terrific tackle by Nick Cross.
Actually, the guy that's really playing in this second half and is forcing that ball to the secondary is Franklin. Franklin is shooting the gaps in there and forcing that ball out to Kenny and to Cross.
Big down here, 3rd and 3 for the Giants. Colts are down by 2, 28-26. Robinson in motion to the left side. Shotgun snap for Locke. Throws to the left. That's a catch right at the sticks of the 40-yard line. That's Robinson on the grab, and he makes it in front of Kenny Moore the second. And they put it down right at the sticks for a first down. So the chains will move for the Giants, and that's just their 10th first down of the ball game. The Colts have 22 first downs, and for other comparison, Rick, to your point, the Colts are outgaining the Giants 373-261, but the Colts still trail.
And the Colts have the ball over 12 minutes of time of possession.
Under 9 minutes to go now in the game. It's the Giants 28, Colts 26. Fresh set of downs now for the Giants. Lock on play action, bootlegs to his right. Quick throw. Neighbors gets out of 2 tackles, 50, 40, down the near sideline, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Missed tackles, missed tackles, missed tackles. We've seen it for weeks.
That is roughly a 60-yard touchdown for Malik Neighbors, and it's the 3rd explosive touchdown today that the Colts defense has allowed. Neighbors, like we said, a little bit quiet in the second half, but on that drive, a dormant volcano explodes against the Colts defense.
We've got 2 guys right there to make the tackle, and in true form, they flag it.
Unbelievable. It's now 34-26. Extra point to come from Graham Gano. 4-play drive. It covers 70 yards. Gano's on for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Man, oh man, 8:39 to play. And now the Colts are down by 2 scores, 35-26. Rick, what happened on the play here?
Here it is. Quick one right there. There's Moore and Womack. They just run into one another.
Yep. It's almost like they didn't break down on the play.
It's like a comedy. They didn't break down at all. It was like they were going to tag him off.
Neighbors has 6 catches for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns today, and he has been a Colts killer, obviously today in his first ever meeting against the Colts. But
how many times over the last 3 years have we seen a top receiver come in and just destroy us like we didn't know it?
Neighbors now has a new game high, 168 yards, shattering his previous high mark of 127 at Washington. By the way, for the Giants, 35 points today. That is by far their highest point total this season.
Well, we've got to get after Banks now. We've got to get after Banks and score points.
Gano kicks off left to right to the Colts. Deep, high, end-over-end kick. And that will land 9 yards deep. And the Colts let it sail out of the back of the end zone off the roll. And they'll start at the 30-yard line. 8:39 to go. And now, Rick, everything from here on out has to go perfectly for the Colts. Down by 2 scores. You know the defense has to get another stop. So the last 8 minutes and roughly 40 seconds has to be perfect.
It has to be perfect. I think they'll play some defense to protect Banks out here, but right now he's the liability. He can't stay with Pittman or Pierce. They may have to play some cover 2 to protect him.
First down, Flacco, play action.
There it is.
Loading up, taking a shot for Alec Pierce. He's under it, and he's got it down to the 20-yard line. Right on cue, Flacco with a bomb to the Midwestern missile. Alec Pierce, they're going to spot Pierce down to the 19-yard line of the Giants.
I mean, that's what you got to do because you don't have 2 hours now. You got to make some big plays.
And there is a Giant player shaken up on the turf at the 50-yard line. I think that's the safety, Jason Pinnock. 8:19 to go, and the Colts keep fighting back with the big plays. They're actually going to spot Pierce down to the 21-yard line, but nevertheless, a gigantic play through the air. It covers 49 yards to Alec Pierce. And again, Pinnock is injured on the play. That's the longest play of the game for the Colts. And they haven't signaled for a timeout just yet. And this stoppage here brought to you by Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts since 1984. Blair Overton, Alec Pierce, man, you always call those balls the 50-50 balls, but with Alec Pierce, they're more like 80-20.
And we've talked a lot about his multi-sport background, playing a number of sports in high school, basketball, track, football, volleyball. I asked him, of all the sports you grew up playing outside of football, what has served you best in the NFL? And he, without hesitation, said track. Speed is the name of the game. You can't teach that. You develop it, but you can't teach it. I always tell people who ask, what should I do to become a better receiver? I tell them to run track. That's exactly why, as you call him, Matt, the Midwestern missile, that it gets downfield and gets open the way he does.
And that's coming from the expert right there now. On speed. All right.
You're talking about Laro. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. That's what Laro. You kidding me? All right, so Pierce now joins the party. The Colts have 3 players today over 100 yards, 2 100-yard receivers, and Jonathan Taylor over 100 yards on the ground. Pierce has 122 yards receiving. First down, they throw it left, caught by Josh Downs, turns the corner. He's inside the 15, and is going to zip up to the 11-yard line. He picks up 10, out of bounds right at the sticks for another first down. And so this offense has been prolific today.
Good call, because once you got them backed off now, they backed off now to Connecticut, so now you can throw the ball underneath the downs. Jonathan's back in there now. We can hammer it too. We got time here at 7:45, but we have to get it in here.
Under 8 minutes to go. The Colts are down by 2 scores. 35-26 is the score. Giants over the Colts. But the Colts can get a first down at the 1-yard line without scoring a touchdown. Pistol formation. Flacco fakes to Taylor. Loading up in the end zone. Throws incomplete for Adonai Mitchell. Mitchell had beaten his man, had his man on his hip by a step, but the pass was just a little bit too high for Mitchell to bring down. And the Colts miss an opportunity there for a touchdown. And now it's going to be 2nd and 10. The 11-yard line now, again, the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he airmailed it a little bit there.
There's a rare misfire there by Flacco. He's 23 out of 34 for 309 yards and a touchdown today. 2nd and 10 at the 11. Flacco looks to his left, bobbing in the pocket. Great protection. Checks it down. Caught by Jonathan Taylor at the 10-yard line. Lowers his shoulders. And he's going to be sandwiched to the turf around the 7-yard line by a pair of Giants. Again, not enough for a first down. The Colts need the 1-yard line to move the sticks and extend the drive. And that's going to take us down to 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Giants 35, Colts 26. And now it's going to be 3rd and a long 6 for the Colts. Indianapolis breaks the huddle. They need to convert here in a bad way, down by 2 scores. Indianapolis today is 6 for 12 on 3rd down. Taylor the back left, Flacco out of the gun. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Shotgun snap for Joe, looking to his right. Throws into the end zone, and going back and getting the ball is Michael Pittman Jr. Touchdown, INDY once more for the Colts. And they're right back into the game. It's now 35-32, 6:38 to go in the fourth quarter. That was the only thing missing today for Michael Pittman Jr. Over 100 yards, and now he's got a touchdown, his third of the season.
Yeah, great drive, great quarterbacking, great receiving by those two guys. Pierce and Pittman really are putting on a show today, and Joe is spinning it.
Yeah, Pittman's got 109 yards and a touchdown, a long of 31. Matt Gay on for the extra point. There's the placement. Kick is on its way, flying through the uprights, and it is good. And it is now the Giants 35 and the Indianapolis Colts 33 with 6 minutes, 38 seconds to go. And the last scoring drive for Indianapolis. It covers 5 plays, 70 yards, and they do it in quick fashion, 2 minutes and 1 second. A time of possession. Michael Pittman Jr. finds the end zone, but it was all set up by the big play down the field to Alec Pierce. And that scoring drive for the Colts brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. Like we said, Rick, there was 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. We said at the time, everything has to go well, and so far it has, and now it's the Colts defense turn to get another stop.
Yeah, and they cannot stop us at the corner position right now. They cannot stop us. We have to have a great defensive stop here. Stop them, get the ball back, and then we're going to have plenty of time to score.
Colts today have a 300-yard passer as Matt Gay kicks off, and Amir Marset, I should say, makes a basket catch into the end zone and then takes himself out of the back end line. Touchback for the Giants. They start at the 30-yard line. So today the Colts have Joe Flacco, 320 passing, Jonathan Taylor, 125 rushing, Alec Pierce, 122 receiving and a touchdown, and Michael Pittman Jr., 109 and a touchdown.
Yeah, it really is a great offensive production right now at 33 points. We should be out. This shouldn't even be close.
First time the Colts have had 2 100-yard receivers since Michael Pittman Jr. and Alec Pierce did it last year at Tennessee. Drew Lock on first down, play action. Hurried by the Colts and just flutters the ball upfield and threw it with his left hand as he tried to avoid a sack and just fluttered it up the field in the vicinity of, I think, a tight end. We'll check the replay, but nevertheless, the pass rush by the Colts was in his face right now.
Yeah, it was really good. He really had no chance. Nothing could develop.
Stops the clock with 6:33 remaining. 2nd and 10 for the Giants on their own 30-yard line. Moving on the Colts left to right. Giants 35, Colts 33. Lock out of the gun. Going to pass here again on 2nd down. Here comes the rush by the Colts. He throws left. Incomplete around the 35-yard line, but a flag.
40.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Jalen Jones is going to be guilty of a flag in the secondary.
And unfortunately, that carries a first down with it.
No doubt.
Pass interference. Defense number 40. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
The yardage won't kill you, but the first down will.
It was a 6-yard gain. We could have taken it.
Yep. By the way, for Alec Pierce, this is his 4th career 100-yard receiving game, and for Michael Pittman Jr., the 9th time he's gone over the century mark. So congratulations to those guys, but the defense has to get a stop now. 6 minutes, 29 seconds to go. Colts trail 35-33. Under center is Locke. 1st and 10. Wan'Dale Robinson in motion to the left. Now he veers back to the right. Play action. Locke throws right side. Dropped at the 45-yard line by Robinson.
Oh, my God. Was that
He had to go down to one knee to make the potential catch, but it just slides off his shoulder pads. Incomplete.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we needed that one. He could have caught that, got up, and run for a while.
No doubt. He could have screamed down that right sideline for a significant gain had he caught the ball. And Drew Lock knew it, too.
Those are the plays that, oh, my goodness.
Locke is 14 out of 19 in the pass game, 253, 4 passing touchdowns. That ties a career high for him. He had 3 in the first half. 2nd and 10 to the 36-yard line. Giants have the ball in their own territory. Locke backs to throw. Arches one to the right side. A diving attempt And the ruling on the field is a catch into Colts territory. Terrific snag, and that's Wan'Dale Robinson, who makes up for the drop with a big-time athletic catch, diving to his left. And it's a first down into Colts territory, and the Giants are right back on the ball going quick. Locke throws right side, and that is another catch, short pickup. This time it's Neighbors to the Indianapolis 43-yard line. Short pickup, gain of 3. Under 6 minutes to go, and the Colts defense has to somehow find a way to get off the field.
I'm going to use your term, eventful. My God, we had a drop pass and then a sensational catch.
No question.
But you're exactly right. This is getting really dangerous right here. First of all, the field position is totally tipped now.
Yep. Neighbors has 7 catches, 171 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And he's got a 59-yard run to the end zone. They give right side to a running back. That's Singletary. He is pulled down at the line of scrimmage.
One thing the Colts are really doing right now is they are blitzing almost every down. They are really, they're trying to bring everything possible to stop this team right now. There's no sitting on their heels. They are getting after it. They are bringing people.
Actually, that was Tyrone Tracy on the carry. Tracy wears 29, Singletary's 26, so tough to identify him.
Big third down of the game right here. Watch Robbie. Watch Robinson.
Tracy in the game. It is 3rd and 8, the 44-yard line of the Colts. Locke backs to throw. Has time. Shuffling in the pocket. Over the middle. Sends a laser to Robinson. Gets out of a tackle. First down to Moore. Still going at the 20, 15, and climbs his way down to the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. Huge conversion over the middle. Locke to Robinson. Yards after the catch. Scrambles down inside the 9. It'll be 1st and goal for the Giants.
Sometimes I question the scouting report. 3rd down belongs to Robinson.
It sure does.
And then missed tackles, Matt. Missed tackles.
Robinson with a gigantic play there. The Giants now are in the huddle. 35 yards on the game.
Got to hold him to 3. Got to hold him to 3.
1st and goal at the 9. Locke hands off to a back. Trudging left, outside the number, still going. Second effort around the 5-yard line, then being hurled to the turf by the Colts. Julian Blackman finally throws down Tyrone Tracy. And they're going to say Tracy's momentum is stopped at the 5. So a 4-yard pickup right there. But you're right. I mean, when you talk about Robinson, the scouting report on him was all 3rd down.
All 3rd down. I mean,
coming into the game, he ranked 2nd in the NFL in 3rd down catches with 27.
Yep.
2nd and 5 from the 5. It's the Giants 35, Colts 33. The Colts have to limit the damage here to a field goal to stay within 1 possession. Out of the gun is Locke. Neighbors in motion to the left side. Ball in the left hash. Locke. RPO throws upfield, incomplete into the end zone, looking for Neighbors.
Good job by Jones.
That was Jalen Jones in coverage for the Colts.
Good job, Jonesy. They wanted Neighbors all the way.
Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the game. Colts have all 3 of their timeouts. The Giants have 2, but the Colts are down by 2. Giants 35, Colts 33. And the Colts have to find a way to keep the Giants out of the end zone.
305, please.
A touchdown here would make it 42-33, so thus a 2-score lead for the Giants. That's why the field goal here is so
important. Yep.
It is 2nd. Make that 3rd and goal at the 5 for the Giants as they break the huddle.
This, without question, is the 3rd down of the season.
Singletary the back. Under center, Locke. Robinson in motion. Tight to the line. Play action. Locke. Shuffles up in the pocket. Rolling left. Looking to run, cuts up, and he dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Drew Locke has accounted for 5 touchdowns today. A rushing score right there with under 3 minutes to go in the contest makes it a 41-33 game with the extra point to come. He did a nice job of faking the handoff on play action, and then held on to the ball for as long as he could, then scrambled to his left. Nobody was open down the field in the end zone, and showed good wheels and good patience, and then cut up when he found a little bit of a crease and dove across the goal line for a touchdown.
He's a very, very good athlete. Like I said, he's 11 plus when he runs the ball.
Yep. His 7th career rushing touchdown, and the important PAT is up and good by Gano to make it a 2-score game. The Giants have destroyed their previous season high in point total. Now it's up to 42-33 over the Colts with 2:57 remaining in the game. Colts have all 3 of their timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, but now the Colts need a miracle to keep their playoff hopes alive. New York drive, they go 9 plays. It covers 70 yards and 3 minutes and 41 seconds at time of possession. And Drew Lock with a 5-yard rushing touchdown. And that scoring drive for the Giants, brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. Games going on elsewhere. Buffalo is creaming the Jets 40-8. Las Vegas over New Orleans 25-10. Philadelphia destroying Dallas 41-7. Tampa Bay killing Carolina 48-14. And then you had scores from last night. You had the Rams beating the Cardinals 13-9. Cincinnati beat Denver 30-24 in overtime. And the kickoff back to the Colts lands 9 yards deep. The Colts will take the touchback out to the 30-yard line. Those are scores around the NFL, brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, Indiana's home team since 1932. So, Rick, just like you said a couple of minutes ago, Colts offense is back to work, and now they need some big chunk plays to keep pace and try to score quickly.
Absolutely. And I'll be shocked if they don't protect. They still haven't protected 3 the whole game. They haven't played. I would think they would play cover 2 and make us just check it down.
That's Deontay Banks, the near side corner. He's lined up on Alec Pierce. Backing to throw is Flacco. He's got good time. Floats it over the head of his intended target, and it's picked off at the 40-yard line. Giants are running the other way with it. They're inside the 20, and it's the 2nd interception thrown today by Joe Flacco, and picking it off is the nickel corner, Drew Phillips. The intended receiver was Kylan Granson, but Flacco floated it over his head right into the breadbasket in the waiting arms of Phillips. And he returns it inside the 20-yard line, and the Giants are celebrating with their 2nd takeaway today on defense, just their 5th interception all season. And with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go, the Colts definitely need a miracle now. They trail the Giants 42-33.
75 reports eligible. 75.
For Phillips, that's his 1st interception of his career. The rookie out of Kentucky. He's been really good. He's got the 6th best overall cornerback grade in the NFL among cornerbacks, according to Pro Football Focus. The only thing missing from his fine individual season was that pick, and he just got it. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line in the red zone is where the Giants will start. They'll hand off to Tracy. Tracy's going to barge his way to the 15-yard line, pick up 2. Shane Steichen's on the field now.
Timeout.
Asking for a timeout.
First charge timeout.
I'm going to give
Indianapolis.
I'm going to give you a line. I can't believe I'm reading this to you. Drew Lock is 17 for 23. 309 yards and 4 TDs.
Yep. He's done it.
388 yards. I mean, we have 1 million yards on offense, but 388 to the New York Giants.
It's the 4th time for Drew Lock in his career he's over 300 yards passing. First time he's done that since the 2021 season when he was with the Denver Broncos.
Number 75. 75 reports eligible.
Well, the Colts today, Rick, on defense, they've allowed 3 explosive touchdowns. The special teams allowed the 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And unfortunately, your playoff hopes are going to be dashed by literally the worst team in the NFL.
By the worst team in the NFL. And you know what? When you do something like this, you don't deserve to be there.
Well, I think that's kind of the theme of it, right?
That's exactly right.
Your own self-infliction today sort of is the embodiment of the season. Kind of tells the whole story as they hand off to a running back on 2nd down. And that's Tracy again, and he's bodied up by the Colts at the line of scrimmage. That's
Second
the fourth
timeout.
Buckner.
Indianapolis. 30-second timeout.
I mean, this team came in here number 30 in passing.
Yeah.
Number 30. But we gave up big plays, like you say, those explosive plays. We didn't do anything to stop Neighbors, and we didn't do anything to stop Robinson on third down.
No.
We're 75 reports eligible.
They beat us according to script. I mean, they scripted the win.
Yeah, Locke has 309 yards passing. He's tied a career high in touchdown passes with 4. He also has a rushing touchdown today. His passer rating is 155.3, nearly perfect. Neighbors has 171 yards receiving. Robinson has 71 and a touchdown. And on 3rd and 7, they keep it on the ground again to make the Colts burn more timeouts. That's Tracy again. And he stopped short of the 10-yard line by the Colts. They'll put him down to the 12-yard line. So the Colts are out of timeouts. The only other way in which the Colts can stop the clock is the 2-minute warning. We're down to 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go. It's the Giants 42 and the Indianapolis Colts 33. Again, the Giants with by far for them, a new season high in point total, 42. Prior to this, it was 28 points. So now it's 4th and 5 for the Giants at the 12-yard line after the Colts threw an interception by Joe Flacco, his second of the ball game. On for a short field goal is Graham Gano. This will be a 30-yarder. He is 6 for 8 on field goal tries this season. And this 30-yard field goal is up, and it is good. And it makes the score now Giants 45, Colts 33 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. The Giants have had a saga, if you will, at the kicker position this year. Gano suffered a hamstring injury and missed weeks 3 through 9. He was placed on IR. Then they picked up Greg Joseph from the Lions practice squad. He kicked with the Giants from weeks 3 through 8. And then they also had a rookie, Jude Bacamney. He kicked in week 9 after they waived Joseph on November the 7th. And now Gano is back. And so a 30-yard field goal makes it a 12-point game, 45-33 over the Colts, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Colts are out of timeouts, and before the ensuing kickoff happens, let's pause 10 seconds for ID on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
WQLQ and WQLQ HD1, Benton Harbor, South Bend. The Alternative. Live 99.9.
Gano kicks off left to right to Indianapolis. Gould underneath it, 6 yards deep, takes a knee. The ball will come out to the 30-yard line on the touchback. Last scoring drive for the Giants. They go 4 plays, only 5 yards. It was set up by the Drew Phillips interception. 26 seconds of time of possession because the Colts were taking timeouts there. Gano kicks a 30-yard field goal. Joe Flacco and company back to work. Flacco is 25 for 37 for 320 yards passing today. Flacco's been over 300 yards passing in 6 of the last 9 games he's appeared in. Checks it down right side, caught by Kylan Granson across the 40-yard line, and then takes himself out of bounds. There's a flag in the backfield, the offensive backfield, I should say, as Granson goes out of bounds at the 41.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So penalty on the Colts, wipe off the gain to Granson, and the Colts will be stacked up in terms of down and distance. For Joe Flacco, this is his 41st career 300-yard passing game. In terms of milestones today, Joe Flacco passes John Elway for the 12th most completions in NFL history. Flacco today has 2 passing touchdowns, and with those, he passes Sonny Jurgensen for the 22nd most passing touchdowns in NFL regular season history. He's going to take to the air here, checks it down, caught by a back. That's Sermon, and Sermon's going to dance up to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 10 and get some of that penalty yardage back. Now it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. That takes down to the 2-minute warning. So we're at the warning, 2 minutes to go. Colts are out of timeouts, and the Giants are up comfortably now here in the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants 45, Colts Colts looking to make it interesting when we come back for the final 2 minutes in Week 17 on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
The NFL playoffs are almost here, but it's not too late to get in on regular season action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers can finish the season strong with $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Make every moment more with FanDuel, a proud sportsbook partner of the Indianapolis Colts. 21 plus and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
From the biggest of big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go, go, go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Fridays just got tastier with free queso and chips at Qdoba. Yep, you heard that right. Stop in to any participating Indiana restaurant wearing blue and white on Fridays, and you'll get free queso and chips with the purchase of your entree. So what are you waiting for? Go blue and white for delicious flavor on us. Qdoba, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Welcome back to Colts football. 2 minutes to go here in this Week 17 affair at MetLife Stadium. The Colts trail 45-33 on the Ruoff Morgan scoreboard. Alongside Rick Venturi, I'm Matt Taylor. Rick, the Colts have been outscored today in the fourth quarter, 17-13, and unfortunately the Colts have given up 32 points combined in their last two fourth quarters against the Titans and now the Giants.
Yeah, we came in number 31, and that really kind of defines our defensive season, if you want to know the truth. And the last 2 years, and you just can't play that way. It's just unacceptable. I mean, at the end of the day, and it's part of its special teams. We've given up 493 all-purpose yards. 493.
Not only that, you've given up 4 touchdowns today that have covered at least 31 yards. Colts have the ball 2nd and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Colts are down 45-33 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Joe Flacco in trouble, loses the ball. It's available on the turf around the 22-yard line, and scooping it up are the Giants. We'll check the recovery, but they've got the ball, and it's Elijah Garcia who gets the fumble recovery, and the Colts have turned it over 3 times today. 2 interceptions and now a lost fumble. Indianapolis has turned it over on back-to-back possessions, and the Giants are just pinning their ears back now on Joe Flacco. They get a sack and a strip and a fumble recovery.
That's it.
No doubt about it. Minute 53 to go in the game. The Colts are out of timeouts. They're down by 12.
75 is eligible. 75.
This is the second straight appearance for Joe Flacco in which he has suffered 3 turnovers. He had 3 picks against the Bills last time out. And today, 2 picks and a lost fumble. Victory formation come. The Giants. Locke goes under center, takes a knee, and that is going to begin the parade of kneel downs here by the Giants. Locke is going to finish the contest with 309 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, plus a rushing score. And by the way, it's Kayvon Thibodeau who gets that strip sack, and that is the first sack of the ball game for him.
75 still.
Giants today have 2 sacks, one by Raheem Nunez-Roches, and Thibodeau gets the other just moments ago. It is 2nd and 11. Under center is Locke. The Colts are out of timeouts as we approach 1 minute to go. There's the second kneel down by Drew Lock, and he's going to have to do that one more time before the Colts' playoff hopes officially come to an end. And the Colts are going to fall today, and they're going to run their record down to 7-9. And the loss today is going to guarantee the Colts a losing season. Wow. No matter what happens next week. The best they can do is 8-9 with this loss here today. 35 seconds, under center lock, takes the knee, and that's going to do it. Game is going to be over here at MetLife Stadium, and the Colts let the worst team in the NFL dash their playoff hopes at MetLife Stadium. It's the New York Giants who score a season high in points, 45 over the Colts 33. And unfortunately, the loss today means the Colts will miss out on the postseason for the 4th straight year. A lot to balance and a lot to talk about, put things into perspective, and we will attempt to do that when we come back in just a moment, wrapping things up. With Rick Venturi in the booth, I'm Matt Taylor. Again, final score on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. It's the Giants 45,